Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple of world-class weirdos that love checking out some World of Warcraft.
Yes, we do.
So we're getting back to it. We're checking out Dragonflight, and we're going to continue our journey. We checked out all the other expansions, and you can check those out down below in the description of this video. We have a playlist there. Also got a link to Patreon. You can get a month ahead on our reactions on this channel and on our other reaction channel. We have 2 reaction channels.
We do.
So yeah, normally we have our Whiskey Warbringers and we have our beer steins, but it's dry January when we're checking this out. So on our end, so yeah, we're not gonna have that right now.
Sad times.
The storm is receding. The Reach is ours once again.
Eyes are so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Take cover.
You thought it was yours, but it's not.
Who are they, Sokareth? Is it the aspects?
No. Razageth's kin.
Oh, he's got family. Great.
The last echoes of her storm are fading. She is truly gone.
We should be devouring her murderers' hearts.
Do not underestimate them, Farak. Our sister's overconfidence was her downfall.
Yeah, she had what was going.
While the Aztec's power has waned, their forces grow stronger. And we must even the scales.
That was impressive.
Mm-hmm.
They kept so many secrets. From us. And even from each other.
Weak ass defense system. Oh, what's this guy gonna do? All right.
Ooh, he's
Nice.
one with the force.
It is here. Neltharian's betrayal shattered their unity. Left fissures in their hearts. Yet the pain he inflicted was only the beginning.
Avarice. His hidden laboratory.
One last secret, deep within the earth.
The location of Avarice must lie within this vessel. I will decipher its knowledge.
What use are Neltharian's twisted experiments to us?
The laboratory itself is of no consequence. But the molten fire that powers it, that we can use.
Keep eyes on them, Desrin. Whatever remains of Neltharian's legacy belongs to us.
When I think of the ways we've lost, I think of the Koshark. Twice each year, the clans came together. But that tradition died with Draenor. I shared my desire to see it return with Sourfang long before the Fourth War. This is no time for dead traditions, he said. He may have been right then. Perhaps it is finally time for it to live again. Agra?
Eitrik, we have come with the children to see Drekthar. Say hello, Riza.
Oh.
She is still shy. Come, Drekthar and Thrall are inside.
No need to worry, young Durak. When you complete your Omrigor, your path will reveal itself.
Did you become a shaman after your Omrigor, father?
I did not complete the Omrigor.
Then how did you know your path?
Agra. And Eitrik, what brings you here? I fear that our people have lost the old ways. It has been long since old traditions were set aside. I wish to see the return of the Koshark.
You are right. It has been long. Too long. Many orcs no longer feel they belong to a clan.
If I may, we could offer more than just a reunion. The Omrigor tradition has never been enough in my eyes, and many did not have the chance to attempt it. I suggest a new rite of passage. One that teaches not just of the hunt, but of what it means to be an orc. An
That's a good
Omgora,
suggestion.
a rite of honor. A rite for all orcs of age, including you, Goel.
Yes! My friend, I asked you here for a reason. You are everything an orc should aspire to be. An example for others to follow.
High praise.
You should be the first to complete this new rite.
An honor, but one I wish to see you prove yourself worthy of. Will you accept my challenge, champion? I warn you, ancient as I am, I still wield the power of the elements. Face the might of the Frost Wolves, and the strength of the elements.
These frost wolves are cool.
Yeah. They're good puppies.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
Duros,
Did they turn on him?
Drakan, you did well, but I am not yet finished. Elements, hear my call. Show me your true strength, champion.
That was amazing.
You are worthy indeed. But these old bones won't make it to Kalimdor. Another will have to preside over the Kosharg.
If I am to complete the rite, I cannot lead the...
Not you, Agralan.
Me?
Your strength speaks for itself. You are more than ready. Farseer. A title long overdue.
I am honored. My
Nice.
friend, I have much to attend to before the Kosharg. If you would not mind, perhaps you could take Durak and Riza to Razor Hill. I am certain Durak has much to say to you.
Mother?
I will see you at the Kosharg, my friend.
A new rite of passage. Are you excited? I would be. Drekthar said I'll know my path when I go through it myself. That I shouldn't worry. But I'm not stupid. Everyone expects me to be a shaman like my parents. What if the spirits don't call to me? What if I don't want to be a shaman? What then?
What do you want to be?
Yeah.
If I'm honest, I hope that watching you complete this rite will spark something in me. Maybe you'll show me where I should go.
That's your problem. No.
No pressure, though.
Don't look to other people.
Look inward.
Exactly.
we're here.
That's what the ritual is
I'll watch
about.
Riza. You should go find my mother.
I, Farseer Agralan of the Frostwolves, called to the clans. Are they assembled?
The clans have assembled. We answer the call.
I call to our ancestors. May they bless this gathering of old and new. The first Kosharg
Just run around with
of
the crate.
Azeroth has begun. And with this gathering, a new rite of passage, the Omgora. This champion has earned the honor of being the first to attempt it. Let the spirits guide you, champion. May you walk with honor. A rite of honor, earned by 3 blessings of the clan, of the land, and of the ancestors. When all 3 have been earned, you will understand what it means to be an orc. Spirits of the land, hear my call. Guide this orc to one who most needs our aid. Thunder Ridge. That is where your trial begins. Ancestors watch over you.
My kind will return in time. By your hands, this has been set in motion. What is... Give our gratitude, champion. Go in peace. A dinosaur?
Mother,
That's what I was
may
thinking.
I accompany the champion on this part of their Omgora?
As you wish, Durak. Do your best to stay out of the way.
Of course I will.
This poor guy.
That smells delicious. Do the dead actually eat? You did it! How do we know if it worked?
Your offering is worthy, my friend. You have earned our blessing. May your actions continue to lead the orcs to honor and glory.
That's your job. You're gonna be a chef.
Tell Eitrig he was right. And Thrall, tell him I am heartened to have dragged him out of seclusion. Ah, and you, Durak, son of Thrall.
Me?
You will find your path in due time, and it will lead you to greatness.
That's gonna be good to hear.
I will do my best.
No pressure.
Thank you.
Go now with honor. Always.
Remember, you must bring back a trophy from your kill and paint your face with the blood of your prey. And you are forbidden from wearing armor until Gorecrush is slain. Go with honor.
Okay.
Our champion has completed the Omgora. Let us feast in
Kill the
her
little
honor.
raptor?
Loktar!
You see, we're trying to have a conversation.
Yeah, but I don't care. Fight me.
Just as you wish. Oh, you smack him across the room.
Whoa.
Sarfang, what was his message? I am glad you did too, old friend. Thank you all for honoring us with your presence here. When our people came to Azeroth from Draenor, ours was not an easy road. And along the way, many of our ancient traditions were lost. But the time has come to remember the rites of old, and to build new traditions that honor our proud legacy. This champion is the first to complete the new rite of Omgora.
cool
Let their
design.
footsteps be followed for generations to come. Loktar.
And so, we bring the first Kosharg of Azeroth to an end.
It was a good time. Good
May
party.
the honored ancestors Watch over us all. Until next we meet.
It's cool. They can just conjure the ancestors to come on back.
This was a very bold move by the Defias Brotherhood, especially since they've been relatively quiet since the last attack of the Legion. The artifact they stole, I shudder to think what they intend with it. We must move quickly. I apologize if this is a bit of a surprise to you. To most, she was last known to have fallen in the dead mines.
But I'm not quite so easy to kill. Wonderful to see you again, so-called hero.
Vanessa.
I'm just having some fun, of course.
During the Legion's last invasion, Vanessa was a member of a secretive order that aided in the defense of our world. Since then, the Defias have been quiet. So then, Vanessa,
That's pretty damn cool.
why did your Defias steal the Drakefire amulet from Stormwind Keep?
The what? If you're going to pin something on me, you have to do better than stringing some random words together.
A few years after the Third War, Marshal Reginald Windsor suspected there was evil in Stormwind. Where others saw chaos, he saw treachery in the corrupt dealings of the nobles and the rise of the Defias Brotherhood. Through perseverance, he discovered a grand conspiracy, leading to the hallowed halls of Stormwind Keep itself. That day, he confronted the most powerful noble in Stormwind, Lady Katrana Prestor.
She looks pissed.
With her lies exposed, she burst forth, revealing her true form, Onyxia, daughter of Deathwing.
Nice.
Very impressive.
Windsor laid down his life to free Stormwind, shattering Onyxia's hold on the city. After she fled, we discovered the cursed amulet she had used to control and persuade so many.
Destroy it.
Concerns arose that Onyxia's power may still linger within, and so it was locked away and forgotten.
Should have destroyed it.
Until
Yeah.
now.
Needs to be
Vanessa,
thrown into the fires of
we
mortar.
must consider the
Exactly.
possibility that there is something going on in your Defias that you don't know about.
It's true, I haven't been home in a while. It's possible they are restless.
Onyxia's power to manipulate still lies in that amulet. Who knows the damage it could cause? A riot? A civil war?
Oh, goodness! Could it be that there's a corrupt noble causing trouble in Stormwind? What a surprise.
The House of Nobles has seen great strides in rooting out corruption since Anduin's reign. I've overseen much of it myself, Vanessa.
Well, clearly it wasn't enough.
What was my father thinking? This place is a disaster. We'll never turn a profit.
Thanks for doing all the work, champion. I figured you wouldn't want me in your way. Now, who is this?
I am Cecilia Primrose Clessington II, at your service. Now,
Quite a
what
name.
has happened with the Drakefire amulet? My father just sent me here to get me out of his way. He's been raving about the Drakefire amulet and restoring our family's glory for years. I try to reason with him, but he doesn't listen. Sometimes his obsession scares me. If the amulet has been stolen, I'm certain it was his doing. And I'd wager he took it to Moonbrook, where he's been off doing business. Did you just call me a hostage? Wait, aren't you...
Vanessa
Yeah.
Van Cleef, leader of the Defias Brotherhood, at your service.
Oh dear.
Do you see them? There's more of these agents from Clessington skulking about.
I had no idea he brought on so many.
This isn't right. Where is everyone? Where is my brotherhood?
They've abandoned you.
Vanessa, I've been wanting to tell you. I knew your father. Long, long ago, as children. We were friends, even.
I know. He spoke of you. You didn't join his cause, so he hated you.
Oh.
Okay. Friendship easily broken.
Edwin was always a fierce man. But he wasn't always such an angry man. He could be kind, and often remarkably generous. I hope, in the time that you had with him, that kindness still shone through.
Growing up, I always thought if I was just good enough, just strong enough, I could earn that kindness. When he was killed, when you ordered him killed,
Oh.
I lost the chance to ever see that side of him. To prove myself to him.
It is never up to a child to earn their parents' kindness. You don't have anything to prove
Well said.
to anyone, Vanessa.
Ah, the smell of straw and cow dung.
Very well said.
This place brings back a lot of memories. It's probably been a while for you too, huh? But then again, have you ever seen this place through the eyes of a Defias? When my father led the Brotherhood, he followed a path of banditry and vengeance. I lead them in order to overthrow a corrupt government that abandoned us. At least I thought I did. But I followed the same path. I let the people of Westfall down. During the Legion invasion, we fought for something greater. The old king died, and it became hard to carry on old grudges. Anduin offered pardons and reparations for former stonemasons and their families. I lost almost all of my best people that day. The ones that remained in the Defias were the rowdy ones, the angry ones, the ones that enjoyed robbing anything in sight. I'm also angry. I'll never forget my father's death. But in my own attempt at revolution, I hurt the people of Westfall, like Stormwind did, like Onyxia did.
No reparation is enough. The stonemasons deserve every coin in every copper of Stormwind City. Clessington will lead us there.
Duncan! You weren't even a stonemason. You joined to be a thief.
So, you finally show yourself, Van Cleef. And with the Stormwind dog in tow. See, Defias? See how she will make us all lapdogs of Stormwind.
We muster in Northshire. Join us, and we march on Stormwind. For the Defias!
The amulet! The Brotherhood has turned against me. Clessington and Duncan Ratspan lead them to attack Northshire, and then Stormwind itself.
Northshire? They'll wipe out the new recruits posted there.
I may not be of much help, but I still wish to accompany you to Northshire and stop my father.
Wait! Vanessa, we're with you. We didn't join the Defias to steal from innocents.
Good for you.
If the Brotherhood wants to follow Duncan down the path of banditry for banditry's sake, we don't want any part of it.
We've always walked
Just
a fine line.
Never thought I'd hear that phrase.
Thank
For
you all.
banditry's sake.
Go home to your families. This isn't your fight anymore. We will never let Stormwind abandon and abuse Westfall again. But this is not the way to do it.
Thank you, Hope.
It's been a long time since I've gone by that name.
Is that Van Cleef? Guards!
Hold, Marshal. She's on our side, for now.
We saw Clessington use the amulet in Moonbrook. Its pull was
Who's fighting?
like hunger. For chaos and power.
Well, that
My
one's
father will use it
just
to spark
fighting
an
herself.
insurrection
Okay.
and bring down his political rivals. He's spoken of this plan for years, but I never thought he would actually go through with
And one's just like in the
Even
fighting
if we
position.
know he was behind it all.
One chick
Could he use the amulet
dad
to
is-
make us
She's waiting
forget?
to see who
To make us
wins.
think he
Yeah.
was in the
Chick
right?
versus no one.
He must be stopped.
With your help, friend, I think we can take down the barrier.
Slow down, rich girl. You'll get yourself killed.
Father, enough! Is your lust for power really worth all this
I'm
pain?
in the middle of a ritual.
Cecilia, you've never understood. Onyxia promised our family power. We deserve to rule. I've waited long enough. the kingdom will be mine. Feel the power of Onyxia. You cannot resist me. You cannot fight back. Come, defy us!
You're done, rich man. We're not giving up.
It's all happening off screen.
I will rule. I will be king. Come, fools! Fight! Fight!
No more, Father. Please. Please, just stop.
Never! Never!
Okay.
I cannot
Pew, pew,
fall.
pew.
Onyxia promised more! More!
Need more power.
Father.
Wait. Something isn't right. Vanessa.
Noticed my
Betrayed you.
little sleight of hand, did you? No way I'm leaving something like this for Stormwind. The Drakefire amulet is mine now.
And there we go.
I don't think so, Van Cleef. Hand it over. Look to the shadows.
The control I could give you. You only have to take it.
It's Onyxia. Her will lingers over that amulet. Over all of us.
The amulet must be
Some
destroyed.
dragon thinks she can manipulate me? I don't think so. I've had enough of this worthless trinket.
Please tell me it releases her.
No! Power! Consume all! Take it all!
Okay.
Your power is gone, and your legacy is broken, Snake.
No.
Is this what it's always going to be for our people? To be manipulated by great unknown powers, time and time again?
And to overcome them, time and time again.
And the cycle
Your
just
father died
continues.
right in front of you. Because of us.
Yes. But he chose to walk a path of evil. His death was his own doing. And I have no desire to carry on his legacy.
The father's legacy. Maybe I too should find my own path. Not my father's.
Yeah.
SI-7 could always use
Sensing a theme here.
agent such as yourself.
In your dreams, Shaw. In the past. I got caught up in the desire for vengeance. But I always wanted to help the people of Westfall. Perhaps it is time Hope Saldean passed out bowls of soup again.
If you don't mind, I think I would like to join you for that.
People of Stormwind, bear witness today to the deeds of this champion, who has stood valiantly against the many foes that would threaten our fair city.
I'm just kidding, I don't know. Now I'm getting images of like Star Wars and
For their
getting the medals
courage,
at the...
we honor our champion as Lion Guard, defender of Stormwind and all her people. Rise, and light bless you, Lion of Stormwind!
Woo! I'm sad Onyxia's gone. I thought she was a cool character and a cool dragon and, you know, daughter of Deathwing, and I wanted to see more of her. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like all excited when they showed her and she like, you know, turned into a dragon and was, yeah. I wanted an evil dragon. I know we got other evil dragons. There's not gonna be a shortage of evil dragons, but I was excited about Onyxia. And yeah, that's so I'm sad it's already gone.
Yeah, it felt like her journey should have been longer. I completely agree with that. And she was a badass looking dragon as well. It was interesting the sort of like parent-child themes that were going on with this. You know, I liked the one, and I'm terrible with names, but the one at the end was like, you know, maybe I should forge my own path and not my parents'. And it's very easy to be like, in the audience, be like, yeah, duh. Like, obviously that's what you should do. But at the same time, we are always so much under the influence of our parents growing up that we will kind of inherit sort of the path that they set us on pretty easily in a desire to please them, to be a good kid, to like, there are 1,000,001 things that we might do to do that. But like, you know, if you don't actually want it for yourself, it's not going to lead you to happiness. Like, you need to forge your own path. And if that happens to line up with what your parents wanted, then great. But if not, it's your life and not theirs.
Yeah, I mean, you know, so much in like these fantasy settings, and especially since like, you know, they kind of pull from like they mirror like our older time periods, eras in our own history or whatever. You know, with like knights and everything, and like where people like they had a certain trade, they went into that trade, and like that was it, and like then like they passed it down to their kids, and their kids were into that trade, and now this is kind of more so like with the kids wondering like if they need to follow their parents' path or go their own way. I think it's kind of more like we're modern times now where you know, a lot of people will change jobs and careers like, you know, a couple times in their lives. Whereas before I was like, you found your career, like that's what you stuck with, that was your job. And like, you better have chosen right, you know, out of college. You better have chosen your major right, and then, you know, I would graduate or whatever. If you didn't go to college, you know, and you wanted, you know, whatever you chose, it seemed like that was your path, and like you had to stay on that. But like now it's like, it seems more and more people are just saying, okay, what would make me happy? Not like, what should I do? What does, you know, what is
what makes me the most money?
Yeah, it makes me the most money, or what's like viewed like highly in society as like a good job, or what would make my parents happy, what would make my spouse happy, you know. It's like, but now like we sing with these people like, what would make me happy? And you had the one orc who was going on his journey, and like he didn't even know what he's like, well, what if I don't want to do this? Like, what if I'm told that I should be a shaman, but I don't want to be a shaman? He's like, maybe I could just follow you. But like, even then, like he couldn't find his own path. Like he was going to latch on to like his friend's like path, or like this like random person that he just met, like a champion. It's like, maybe you could tell me what I should do with my life.
It is crazy how far like our understanding of ourselves as humans collectively and individually has come, and like how that's shaped society. I mean, because going back to what you were saying in terms of like when people used to go into a trade, it was like, yeah, there were only a certain amount of jobs that people were able to do in that time period. You needed to make money or you starved, because it's not like there was an infrastructure for, you know, taking care of people. And so that's what things revolved around. They revolved around survival. With the modern era and the fact that we are like generally as a modern society a lot more comfortable than we ever were before. With that comfort comes the privilege of being able to be like, okay, so actually now, what do I want to do? And like we can kind of explore what our desires are and our maybe conscious and subconscious wants, and explore it in a facet other than just like imagining about it. Now we actually get to do it, which is a pretty exciting time to be alive.
Yeah, agreed.
Plus, you know, dental hygiene and stuff like that's all always good too.
Yeah, that as well. So we didn't check in with Alexstrasza, I think it was, the Queen of the Dragons or whatever, and get back to her storyline. We kind of saw the aftermath of it, and the other three like evil dragons going in. Like I wasn't sure what they were doing. If I'm gonna be honest. I mean, yeah. So that's still a little bit of a mystery. I know it's been a while. It's been like almost a year, I think, since we checked out last Dragonflight World of Warcraft. And like before that, we did the history of the dragons and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, other than that though, I'm just glad we're getting back to some World of Warcraft. It's been a while, and it's just a fun world to dive into.
Now, and again, apologies because I'm terrible with names, but our big evil dragon, when he walked in his human form, and like his fist glows, and then he's able to demolish that rock wall. I'm assuming that implies that he can kind of destroy any rock wall. Like there wasn't something special about that rock wall that had a connection to his fist in some way. So Or
it seemed like he was in charge of like lightning was his power or whatever. Like another one had fire and then another one had like ice or whatever. And so like it seemed like his was, that's how he was able to break the rock.
And so as having the ability of lightning in his fist, he can just blow shit up.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's going to be very interesting to see where this goes.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty formidable power. Not that like fire and ice aren't powerful and impressive too. I mean, God.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones is all about fire and ice. Like Luke Hang is all fire and ice.
Yes.
We've been obsessed with fire and ice for a long time as the human race and the powers of those two elements. But you know, lightning, blow shit up.
Blow shit up.
So yeah, there's that.
Because no one's ever blown shit up with fire before. It's never happened.
No, never. Can it do that? What?
I don't know.
I've heard blasphemy.
I've heard rumors.
This is why we don't talk to him very often.
Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access to our reactions, you can get a month ahead on Patreon down below in the description of this video.
Halt! You trespassing Shakar territory!
Ooh.
Yeah.
Farak, feast upon the elemental power below.
The Drak there will succumb to the temptation and unleash the aspect's darkest nightmares.
The situation is dire, Queen Alexstrasza. Can you not hear Neltharion drawing us to Aberystwyth?
This is our battle to
Ooh,
fight.
that was a cool thing. Cool animal.
It's canon.
For the Alliance.
For the Horde! Charge!
I won't let you lead our people to ruin, Sarkareth.
He's a very purple dragon.
You will all bow to me!
Embers and Neltharion.
Okay.
We have received disturbing news. The Incarnates have attacked the Onaran border.
Don't kill the centaurs. If they die, who's going to help Harry Potter against Umbridge?
Halt! You trespassing Shakar territory! Explain what you are.
Oh shit. That was fun.
Can we get on with it? You said we'd find it here.
We have. From what I have transcribed, Neltharion had a hidden path to Aberystwyth, just below this ridge.
Sealed beneath earth and water. Undisturbed for thousands of years.
Then let us open the way.
Farak, you will feast upon the elemental power below. Wake the elders from their slumber and incinerate any who stand in our way.
That was pretty cool, Michael.
Exquisite. In his wake, the Drakthir will succumb to the temptation of avarice and unleash the aspect's darkest nightmares.
Come. We have much to do. Let the children of Neltharion claim their birthright.
Why usher for Rock below instead of going himself?
Iridikron has always had his schemes, but Farrak has only sought out power. Whatever they seek will bring suffering to dragons and mortals alike. Abyssian, Sibelian, Rathion, we must call upon you to pursue him with the champion.
We will ensure Farrak's destruction.
I must recruit Emberthal to our quest.
Good, because Farrak's kind of a dick.
Wait for me at the entrance.
Why? Surely we four are more than enough.
I made a promise to her that we would assist each other in our pursuits.
Then make haste, Abyssian. We cannot let this incarnate slip through our grasp.
We only want to examine that pile of ash, friend. No harm intended.
Stop wasting time, Rathian. The giant hole bored through bedrock should be our primary concern, while Abyssian forces us to wait.
We can only assume this brutality was the work of Farrak. I will leave you to it, my friend. Take what time you need.
Keep low. We have not been spotted.
I usually prefer the stealthy approach as well, but now is the time to let dragons be dragons. Remind these weaklings who they are dealing with.
Rathian, no! You are just going to
terrify them? Make them reevaluate their life choices? Agreed.
Actually, not like Rat.
Ha ha! I knew you order-addled fools would come! Remember the name Lorak. I ensure these caverns will be your tomb!
Sure, dude.
You think dragons fall so easily?
Stop! He is baiting us, Rathian!
Oh, that blasted... We have lost the element of surprise. Champion, take on the ground forces and I will support you from the air.
You're an uplander, aren't you? You've gotten yourself into quite the bind. Would you like some help? Don't worry, I've got excellent control of my claws. It's my eyesight that's never been good.
Well, that's that little rat.
Behind you, those foul creatures are back.
Just relax and let your friend the uplander protect our lives while I break you out.
I just expected more after listening to you boast about how you slew N'Zoth single-handedly.
It was a team effort. Something you are incapable of understanding.
Dragons, chill.
We are the Black Dragonflight. That means something. Neltharion would never have fallen to such a foe.
Comparing yourself to Daddy Dearest? You have shown your true colors if that is your aspiration.
Father! Wait. Father. Yes. I knew that relic back there looked familiar.
Are you walking away from me? Two can play at that game. If you need me, champion, seek me over there.
Those two remind me of my cousins. They couldn't stand each other either. I'd use them to flush out bone spiders with their bickering. Well, Uplander, I could use some assistance. I figure since I saved your sniffer, least you could do is help me with some hunting. You smell full of adventure. You did a good job with that big fella, Uplander. Why don't I show the cologne wearer here how to dress a deep flare?
I'll have you know, I am quite the outdoorsman. I could prepare this fellow with my eyes shut.
Wait, champion. Before you go, I feel I must apologize. My temper got the best of me a moment ago. In truth, I reminded myself of my father in that moment. But that is not who I am. Something about this place is causing me to lose focus and become distracted. That is how Farok was able to defeat us so easily. I will not let that happen again. Rathian, as brash a fool as he is, did not deserve my ire.
That's big of you.
Neither did you. Please forgive my reaction and let us continue as companions.
Your sniffer.
Ah, perfect. Thank you, champion. These spare parts are just what I need. And a hidden slot with buttons, you say? Ah, here it is. The faded symbols on the buttons. They are draconic. Oh, what is this now?
My ambitions were far greater than my capacity to control what I had created. Oh, Aberrus, my beloved laboratory. I must leave you to the dust and ruin of these caverns. May my kin never find what I have attempted here.
Father, what is Aberrus? And what horrors have you unleashed upon us this time? I will wait for you along the path to this honeypelt's home. Aberrus. Father, what have you done down here?
I mean, given his track record, nothing good.
Tonight, young man, would you help an elder carry this ton of meat to her wagon just outside the nests?
It would be my pleasure. Are these deep flayers what your people normally eat?
Oh no, the opposite usually. But someone needs to go and fight the horrors that prey on the people of my town.
To a far
The Niffin saw an eruption of fire in the cavern you came from. Was that Farok?
He defeated us, as if we were nothing.
He is surprisingly stealthy. I am sure we can devise an effective strategy if we are not distracted by...
The whispers.
Yes, they distracted us at key moments. They are quieter when I use my visage. Also, I have discovered some recording artifice of my father's. He talked of a laboratory called Aberrus. A sundered flame partisan was killed by one of them.
Neltharion. That must be why Sarkarath is here.
I will go and search for this Aberrus, quietly and alone.
Stay hidden, Rathian. Queen Orontia has spoken of a nearby temple. Could it be connected to Aberrus?
I would ask Elder Honeypelt to guide you. She is quite capable.
Indeed. She saved Sibelian from the Deep Flayers. You should have heard his cries.
I was able to rescue myself without any assistance whatsoever. Unlike... It is foolish sparring with that whelp. Meet us outside the caldera, champion. If my suspicions are correct, we will need to tread stealthily.
Then hopefully Rathian's not with you.
I think a smaller force of just you and the champion is prudent. No need to involve any others.
So I take that as no.
I suppose it is for the best.
Did you see that little thing happen?
Yeah, it looked like a little rat.
The caldera
Little
while
mouse.
the champion handles the Jarradin.
So long as we do not run headlong into danger. Well done, champion. That rune should power the totem I saw at the top of this tower. We have discovered several locations to scout.
Accurate intelligence is a boon to any operation, especially one as small as ours. I will scout ahead and identify our next target.
Champion, let us make our way to the empty shrine below. Let us see what they are guarding.
Those massive Jarradin. They are beyond anything we encountered in the Waking Shores.
Those are Jarradin elders. Not just dragon slayers, but slayers of entire bloodlines.
Damn.
Look there. That one appears to still be slumbering.
And the Primalists are awakening her. We must stop them, quickly.
Wait. Do you sense it? That flame infusing the lava. Is it Shadow Flame. The poison that drove Neltharion to madness.
That's
we
not
must
good.
end this. The corruption cannot be allowed to spread. The Zakali honor the strength of the earth and the ferocity of fire. This caldera is a place of violence, yet they revere it. One of Iridacron's sigils, an ancient alliance between the Zakali and the Primalists, paid for in the blood of dragons. This seems to have contained the Elders' armaments. The Zakali are smiths of vicious weapons. These artifacts are neither Zakali nor Primalist. This looks
such
like
a nerd.
something Neltharion had crafted. Have these Jaradan found his laboratory? They have been trying to awaken their elders all this time. This elder, Rashok, was missing since they first discovered the cavern. I believe we have learned enough at this shrine. Let us find Sibelian and our next target. Sibelian, what happened here?
We required this cave to stay undetected, and the beast would have raised the alarm.
I suppose. What is done is done.
Quick and decisive strike, and then we have access to the caldera unobserved.
Then let us make haste before we are discovered.
Feroc already awakened 2 of your elders. He'll get to the last one. Be patient.
You speak to us of patience? We have waited centuries for our elders' freedom. Your incarnate must fulfill the bargain.
What is that? There, in the caldera.
Feroc.
He is consuming Shadow Flame.
I smell the blood of dragons.
Just safety 5 foot bumps.
Begone, worms.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Oh, that was not good.
Sibelian is wounded. Champion.
Is that all? I thought he's dead.
So did I.
Fly away, little dragons. I will master what your flight could not control.
He caught my arm with Shadow Flame. It was on his breath, Abyssian. He was consumed. It burns. He speaks.
I saw. I know. Let us tend to your wounds, then we can talk about defeating this monster.
My well-being is of no concern right now. Feroc is the only thing you should...
You are my brother. I will not trade your life for Feroc's, nor for anything.
Aw, good man.
Fine. Only so that I may help you in our coming battle. I do not believe I can fight in this condition.
Well, shit then.
Then do not try. Save your strength, Sibelian.
Feroc will pay for this. Mark my words.
We will need to work quickly while Feroc's forces are distracted.
Then hurry it up! Our window of opportunity is rapidly closing.
That will work. Place the cores around the totem. We will use them to contain the Shadow Flame as we draw it out of Sibelian's wound.
Hurry, champion! I can feel it burning deeper into me. Oh, this is a nightmare! This is what turned my father into a monster!
Sibelian, you are not our father. You are so much stronger. You can resist this evil. I have faith in you. I will need your help, champion. Please, when you're ready, I will channel through us both.
My arm is going numb. What are you doing?
I have to cut it off.
Drawing the shadow's corruption to the surface. Hold strong.
The pain is too great.
It is done. I have purged it from you. You are free. Gather the cores, champion. We need to get rid of them.
I thought they were going to go like Army or Evil Dead style. Chop it
That
up.
will further empower that corrupted incarnate.
Give him a chainsaw
The
instead.
harm is already done.
Salt, return to the ocean. Belian, how is your pain?
I am still injured, but the shadow flame, it is gone. I no longer feel it creeping towards my soul.
We acted quickly enough then. You are cleansed.
I feared the worst. I feared I would end up like him.
It is fortunate that this elder still slumbers. The size of that spear beside her.
This may look primitive and barbaric, but this is a finely crafted instrument of war.
The mere sight of it fills me with dread.
Understandable. This is a weapon with one purpose: dragon slaying. Now, all our preparation and pain will come to fruition. We have the weapon. We have the opportunity. We must not waste it.
Is this said as the general who protected our flight in Outland, or as a defeated warrior?
They are one and the same.
Yeah.
Revenge does wonders in focusing the mind. That is how I protected our people in Outland.
Has Farak always been that huge? He looks bigger than when we last fought.
I have killed Gron that would dwarf this gnat twice over.
I believe he is growing more powerful as he absorbs the energy of the caldera.
Then it is imperative to strike now before he grows beyond us. Champion, you have dealt with monsters like this. You know this to be true. The Black Dragonflight will never allow another shadow-spawned monstrosity to arise.
A spear? Do you think I am a fool? The Jaredin would gleefully kill me if they could pierce my hide.
Sabellion!
The worms tempt me to action. The Shadow Flame is almost mine. Do not leave the caldera so close. Use the Shadow Flame. Yes, yes, my new power. This power is now.
Looks like a T-Rex with his big head and his tiny little arms.
Rise up from your subjugation, elders of a Jaredin. We cannot hold here.
Yeah, things are not going your way.
Elder Akira, do not let that child of Neltharion escape.
Oh no.
Dodge.
He didn't dodge.
Primalists, Zakali, onward! Purge this cavern, and then the Dragon Isles!
Loam.
You must remove it quickly. I need to... Sabellion, I am sorry.
You're gonna kill him?
Hush. Save your strength. It is my turn to tend to your wounds.
I tried to save us, but I hesitated.
You cannot just rip their spears out. The barbs hook behind our scale. I can heat the metal to soften the spearhead.
That's like the arrow they had.
Let me gather my strength.
Yeah. Viking shot.
You are injured.
I would give everything I have to save you, brother. This will hurt, but it will also cauterize the wound.
Yeah, that looks awful.
That is all I have left. It is done. Remove the spear before it cools, champion. I have not the strength anymore.
We must gather our strength, but the Niffin of Loam cannot wait. Take to the skies, champion. We will follow shortly.
Oh. Bad stuff's coming your way.
Oh no.
You are still injured, Civilian, and the town is filled with Farok's shadow flame. Stay here. Champion, with me.
I mean, shadow flame does look kind of cool, though.
Please wake up. We've been through worse. I taught you the first rule of hunting was to always come home safely.
Elder, we need to get you out of here. I will clear the flames from this doorway. Come with me.
I'm not leaving Brine Sauce here. I won't.
I will carry him. Go now, while it is safe.
Brine, you should have sought cover instead of worrying about me. You were so young.
I am so sorry, Elder.
That beast, the one that smelled like death and sulfur. You kill it for Brine Sauce, you hear?
Brine Sauce? That's the name? Easy.
This was not your fault, Civilian. Farok would have caused this suffering regardless of our actions.
Civilian's silenced.
What happened here? What have you all done? I leave you alone for a moment and...
Wrathion, not now.
Yeah.
Let everyone recover. Let us mourn those that died because of this monster. Come, my kin. We have a duty to report back to the Lifebinder. We must warn her that Farok has been unleashed upon the Dragon Isles.
Don't you two pin this on me. I wasn't even involved in that incident in the caldera.
Wrathion, we must tell the Aspects the news on behalf of our flight.
Farok has emerged from Zaralek in a blazing trail of destruction. What happened down there?
She sounds pissed.
The situation is dire, Queen Alexstrasza.
We pursued Farok to a great cauldron below, a font of elemental fire.
He consumed the energies within and emerged, wreathed in shadow flame.
Shadow flame? We cannot risk losing you to its corruption. The other flights will hunt Farok and work to stop the sundered flame. You cannot return to Zaralek.
Respectfully, Lifebinder, it was Deathwing who fell to that corruption. I believe that we have the strength to resist what lies below.
All of you?
This is our battle to fight. The world must be shown that the Black Dragonflight can bear its responsibilities.
Very well. When you are ready, return to Zaralek. May the true spirit of the Earth Warder guide you.
Before we enter this conflict, we must gather any information and resources available to us.
Our elder was taken from us by the dragons long ago. Imprisoned in Aberrus, they await. But the Jordan have not forgotten, and we will soon breach that prison and free them.
You're in luck. I recently came into possession of many incendiary devices. I'll send them along.
Take these bombs to the field, Commander. I am certain he will know what to do with them.
We're counting on you, friend.
Today we remind our enemies that these lands are under our protection.
It is time we take back what is ours.
Everyone, get ready.
Be successful.
It is our flight's duty to stop the Jordan army.
Commander, our scouts have found dragon nests to the east.
I do not like this. Neither do I. The field commander can maintain control on the battlefield while we investigate. Killed by draconid weapons.
Extraordinary creatures. This area must be their nesting grounds.
It would seem they remain loyal to Neltharion. Could they be coming from Aberrus?
Hurry up and lock their cages. We march for Aberrus soon. I will personally make sure these experiments never again escape from the lab.
These serpent creatures may prove useful, if they can be made to serve the flight.
They are not creatures, Sibelian. They are our kin.
Let's say they look like
They are my father's
dragons.
failed experiments, nothing more. Fodder for the battlefield.
How we were created does not define us. Or am I just fodder to you as well?
Yes, that is precisely what you are.
Chick.
Okay.
Are wrong.
Do you not see that your fates are bound? Deny it as you might, he is your brother, and you are his. Two wings that must learn to fly or fail together before it is too late. I am not angry, champion. If anything, I feel sad. It is heartbreaking to see Rathian and Sibelian fighting like this, unable to put their ambitions and differences aside for even a moment.
Well, Sibelian was more of the
I
dick
don't know
in
what
that moment.
Sarkareth is planning, but it cannot be anything good. Stop this, Sarkareth!
I am no coward like you. I will embrace the power available to me.
Follow the dark whispers if you must, but do not drag our people down with you. Let them make their own choice.
The Sundered Flame are mine to use as I please.
Oh,
no
okay.
matter. You are beneath my attention, Emberthal.
Thank you, Abyssian.
Are you all right?
I want to save my people, but Sarkareth has the protection of Aberrus now. We may be unable to stop him.
Perhaps not. Leave that to me. We have all been avoiding Aberrus, but the time has come. Lend me your strength, Sibelian. Emberthal needs to break through the Brimstone garrison. We can do it if we work together.
Aberrus. You believe Emberthal is worth the blood of my dragons?
It is no secret that you seek to unravel the legacy of the Earth Warder hidden within Aberrus. If you must break through the defenses surrounding it, why not now, side by side with allies?
Very well. We will be there.
The time is now, Rathian. Are you prepared for battle?
Color me intrigued. Is this about Aberrus?
The forces of Aberrus stand against us all. I need your strength to break it. Yours, and that of the Black Talon.
Yes, of course. We must secure Aberrus. But I fear what I will see inside.
I cannot do this without your strength, Rathian. We must all stand together if we wish to succeed.
He doesn't have a problem with you. He's a problem with Sibelian.
You are right. Annoyingly, you usually are. Rest assured, the Black Talon and my talons will be where you need them.
Sibelian? And Rathian as well?
I suppose Abyssian roped you into this hero's charge as well?
Now that we are all here, we can begin.
This means more to me than I can say. Thank you for coming to my aid.
We have a chance to set wrongs right and help you.
True Black Dragonflight are the rightful owners of those weapons.
I will find another way to Sarkareth while you push your attack here. We shall meet ahead and face him together.
They're already gone. They're
Thank
speaking
you,
to nobody.
champion. I will never forget your kindness in my time of need.
More! I must have more power!
I will keep an eye on him while you figure out a way to bring down the shield. Let it go, Sarkareth. There is no victory beyond that threshold. Only ruin.
No. You will not stop me. Aberrus is mine!
You and your pretty pink armor.
Heed his call!
Then you have made your choice.
We cannot let that zealot take control of the lab.
What are you looking at me for? Let's go!
You will not pursue him.
I know he will face justice, but he is lost. And I grow weary of fighting my own kin. But you...
Those two must face this without me. I hope, in their pursuit, they will finally see that Neltharion's legacy is death, and nothing more.
Then let us find the Drakthir, who have not yet succumbed to that fate.
Lead the way, Emberthal.
I don't know, BC, without you, they might kill each other.
Yeah, I'd say that's a legit
Shore
concern.
up our flanks. I don't want any surprises from the sundered flame.
Sibelian, something dark saps my strength within these halls. Can you feel it?
I do. It is nearly overwhelming. Thankfully, our champions seem unaffected. All the more reason to stop Sarkareth now. He must not be allowed to claim whatever power still lurks here.
Oh.
Okay. Did he sneeze?
Yeah.
Oh.
His face buried in my armpit, and then I moved it and he sneezed.
Oh, Bucky.
Yeah. So this whole thing, like when we were watching it, all I could think about is like, okay, so like this is kind of like Lord of the Rings and Aragorn, and like him like worrying about like the fact that it's like, oh, like, you know, that same weakness runs through my blood as well, and I'm not gonna be able to resist the power of the ring. But instead of it just being like one person, it's like the whole Dragonflight, Black Dragonflight crew is kind of having to redeem itself for the actions of Neltharion, and they're all kind of want to prove themselves to not have that weakness and not have that sort of stain.
Yeah. Intensely curious to see what happens between Rathian and Sibelian.
Yeah, Sibelian. Right? Yeah.
Sibelian.
I think so.
Neither one of them has been the total bad guy or the total good guy. Like they've done a good job writing these characters. Sibelian was a major dick in that moment, though.
Yeah. You were just basically like fodder, cannon fodder.
So I am very curious to see the next chapter of this, to see like what really happens between them. And I loved Emberthal's line that came shortly after that kind of altercation between those two, which talked about how she's so tired of fighting her own kin, and you see the contentiousness that has basically come into the dragons, and they aren't a unified front, and they aren't having each other's backs right now because they, I don't know, a lot of tension.
Yeah, for sure. And I like the BCN's line there, you know, saying that they're basically like two wings on the same dragon. They have to learn how to fly together in order to make this happen. I like Rathian more than I like Sibelian. Like just because, I mean, he's just more fun. And the Black Talons, I like his gang of dragons that they're called. That's badass. And you know, yeah, he's like brash and cocky, and you know, maybe not going with the plan of stealth. It's not the best move, but you know, as someone that doesn't really like stealth, I get it. I just want to go in there, and you're a dragon, and you feel like, all right, I'm a dragon. I'm just gonna unleash and kick some ass. So I don't know. I get Rathian more.
Well, I would rather have somebody who's brash and cocky but has the ability to empathize than Sibelian, who came along as like sociopathic. Like, yeah, those dragons can die. You can die. I don't really care. None of you are important. Like, there's just such a coldness about that. You know, at least Rathian recognizes that they're living sentient creatures and they deserve a chance as much as anyone. And, yeah, I don't know. It was almost kind of like elitist of Sibelian to be like, these things are all beneath me. They don't matter. They don't rank high enough to be important. And that was just incredibly off-putting.
Yeah. Glad we got to see a little bit more about Alexstrasza.
There's just not enough of her.
Yeah, there's just not enough of her. Need more of her. But I mean, I get it. You know, we're into this is the Black Dragonflight's sort of journey. And we're getting into their story more. And, you know, I still enjoy Rathian, so that's all good.
Yeah, very much so.
Anything else?
Just some very impressive visuals in this. I know we've said that before for Dragonflight, but it holds true with just about every installment of this journey that we have. I mean, the big purple dragon who was like on fire from the inside that you can see. I mean, that was just very impressive. I will say that the world that we're currently kind of spending most of our time in is much darker than some of the other nicer places that we have visited on the dragon journey. But, you know, they do a good job capturing the mood because it's very intimidating.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so if you're watching with us on Patreon, then next week we're going to have another part of our journey. And if you're watching with us on YouTube, we're going to do a quick customs change and then go right into the next part.
Yeah.
I was your loyal soldier, Father. Did I not uphold your legacy? Was it all just an illusion? Empty promises, leading us only to oblivion.
Sarkareth.
I am sorry for the friend you lost.
As you said, he chose his path. And yet, though he was deeply misguided, Sarkareth deserves a farewell that befits the Drakthir he once was.
Of course. I will go with you to the place he fell.
There are still dangers remaining in Aberys. We should not let them travel alone.
Agreed. Champion, will you join us? This is a path best walked together. I knew of Deathwing's corruption when I was still in the shell, but I had no idea how deeply it ran.
Father pursued his goals with relentless conviction. He was never fond of half measures.
A trait you admired?
I would say it sounded like he did.
Yes. But now, seeing what it can lead to, I am less certain.
Sirs.
Your report?
Loyalists remain in the experiments wing, and the laboratories are still infested with warped beasts.
And the other wing?
We're holding against the Jarden, but it is still heavily contested.
Thank you, Kavya.
Such twisted malevolence. The air is thick with it.
That ends today. This is the final culling.
Was it like this when you hatched? Were the others truly so far gone?
Worse. They weren't haunted echoes he'd left behind. They were devoted followers of the bleak future he'd led them to.
The Jarden are ruthless adversaries of our flight, but to be imprisoned and have their life siphoned away, it is too cruel a fate, even for our enemies.
How long have they been here?
Long enough. Oh, these pitiful creatures. Did Father truly hold so little regard for life?
He cared only about forging a future in which the Black Dragonflight would be dominant.
By any means necessary.
As I have done.
You are not him, Sibelian.
Not yet.
You wish to see our kind thrive, not dominate. It is an admirable pursuit.
Thank you, Rathian. But I must do better.
Rare compliment from Rathian.
Disgusting creatures. Unnatural aberrations.
They had no choice or agency in their creation. Neither did I.
Rathian, I did not mean...
Do I disgust you as well?
We have not known each other long, but I can see that you are every bit the dragon I am. If I have ever made you feel otherwise, I am truly sorry.
Like the other day when you said he was just fodder?
Thank you, Sibelian.
Aww.
There are some serpent drakes stationed at the top of the experiments wing for us, champion. They should see us safely to the lower platform. I confess, this is the last place I wanted to revisit.
I could say the same for this entire facility.
Well then, let us get this over with.
May his name be ever remembered.
After what he has done, why treat him with such respect?
For who he was.
He was Drakthir, and his memory will be a lesson. Instead of helping our people heal, he led many to despair and ruin, chasing the illusion of Neltharion's power.
If only Sarkareth had taken Deathwing's tragedy to heart, and understood that his legacy was poisoned long ago.
It is time for the Drakthir to make our own path.
Where do you hope it will lead?
Far from the shadows of the past that have haunted us, and free to build a legacy of our own. To a future you inspired me to believe in, Abyssian.
Even the most painful moments have something to teach us.
Neltharion was my teacher, my father, and my commander. I aspired to lead the flight as he would have, unable, or perhaps unwilling, to acknowledge the true malignancy of his vision.
I never knew Neltharion. Only Deathwing, invading my nightmares, reveling in the certainty that I would become as twisted as he was.
That is not who you are, my brother.
I thought my destiny was to guide our flight to its future. And I shall, but simply as myself, not as an aspect.
Nor shall I seek that mantle.
Way to go, team.
It would seem your days of hiding are over for good.
I am humbled. May your trust and faith in me guide my every step. For today, we emerge from all the shadows that sought to sow doubt and shame within us. The Black Dragonflight's legacy is ours to create.
Welcome home, my friends. What news from Aberys?
Neltharion's abominations have been eradicated. Sadly, not before Sarkareth succumbed to corruption and had to be struck down.
A heavy price to pay, but a reminder of the cost of seeking power.
That is a lesson each of us has had to learn.
Indeed, my brother. And by confronting the darkness
now
of our
you say it all the time.
past, we have found its future.
As I had hoped you would. Tell me.
We believe Abyssian is the right choice to lead us.
His wisdom and compassion will pave a new path forward for us all.
This is a smart choice.
I agree. And do you accept this charge, Abyssian?
I am honored to do so, but I will require my general and my diplomat at my side.
Then let it be so. Come, take your place among our council, Earthwarder. Citizens of Valdrakken, hear me. From this day forth, Abyssian shall serve his people as Earthwarder and aspect of the Black Dragonflight.
Through great heroism and resilience, the threat of Aberys has been quelled. The Incarnates sought to use our fallen brother's memory as a weapon to divide us, turn us against each other, and weaken our resolve. They failed. Confronting these shadows has only made us stronger. Look upon us now. For the first time in an age, 5 aspects will take up our ancient charge once more and stand beside the mortal champions who have aided us at every turn. For soon, Azeroth will welcome from the dream, a symbol of hope, and together we shall protect it.
Just an empty room.
My friend, do the clouds still accost your mind?
Something much more terrifying. A moment of clarity. I have lived 1,000,000 lives and witnessed their endless unfolding threads. Was it a vision? A memory or a dream? Is there any difference?
Nosdormu, what did you see?
My hour grows late. Those who broke their oaths to the Time Ways, the Infinites, have struck a bargain. I do not know what Iridikron has promised them, and yet...
We have defeated each of them before.
Yes, but together, the infinite horizon is all but inevitable. And once I become what they desperately want me to be, the darkest version of myself, the future will be lost. And so will I.
I am not giving up on you, my friend. We are not giving up on you.
And that's why Alex Strauss is the best.
Mm-hmm.
I have lived 1,000,000 lives and witnessed their endless unfolding threads.
Mega dungeon.
My hour grows late.
Is there a super mega dungeon?
Have struck a bargain.
I shall destroy you.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna see her again.
Untangle the Time Ways.
I have faith in you, my friends. All is not lost.
After you forced us into slumber in that Titan prison, you came to me. You heard me. Every word. You said
it doesn't feel like a victory. Not without you.
How could you say that?
After everything, you were my dearest friend. And losing you to this conflict broke my heart. You promised me you would not force the Titan's will upon us. But the eggs, Alexstrasza. You did nothing while your masters warped our children, still in the shell. That abhorrent act should never have happened. And I regret my part in it every day.
Your lies have grown sweeter. Honey to hear. And poison to taste.
Viranoth, you have always fought for the good of dragonkind. But Iridikron does not. Vengeance is all he craves.
Still so naive, Alexstrasza. Believing that the world we once shared still exists. It is gone. And so, yes, all that remains
is vengeance.
Is vengeance.
Ha! Figured it out, did you? A little too late. You're working with the Infinite?
Chromie, that's her name.
What a terrible Chromie! It's Marchie, you brat. And yes, the time has come to bring about Murazan. Wanna stop me? Catch me if you can!
Even evil, she's fun. Dramatic music playing.
Yes, we did it! No Stormo?
Stormo is gone. Only Murazan remains.
Looks very cool.
No. I won't give up on you. We did it! Our future is secured!
Tell me, little one, have you ever questioned why the Titans preserve this timeline?
The Titans safeguard our world from monsters like you!
Your faith means nothing to them. As you burn in the flames of my brother's wrath, they will not come. All they wanted was our world. With this, the Harbinger will pry it from their grasp. And when the Titans come to reclaim their prize, I will be waiting.
Thank you, champion. Without you and Chronormu's bravery, I could not imagine what would have...
No Stormo? No Stormo!
Aww.
Everything's back how it was.
Not everything. The clouds in my vision have parted, and I can breathe without doubt or despair. I feel alive again. Thanks to you.
But what of Iridikron?
While we stopped the Infinites, Iridikron escaped through a kind of void tear, taking Galakrond's essence with him.
A void gate. His dark dealings have come to fruition.
It feels like he's leaving this war to his kin. His hatred for the Titans is all he cares about.
Nosdormu, can you perceive where he has gone?
He has passed beyond my sight. All I see now are burning embers encroaching upon
Marithra must be warned. If Farak leads their forces now, he will be vicious and strike where we are most vulnerable.
The World Tree.
Yes, as dangerous as he is. For now, we must leave Iridikron to his schemes and steel ourselves for whatever Farak and Viranov are preparing to unleash. The defense of Amir Drasil comes first.
No matter what lies ahead, you were right, Pranoma. The future is worth fighting for.
Little green dragon, all alone. I was hunting the aspect of your kind, your dear mother. But you will have to do. What do you want? I know what your flight is hiding. A fledgling world tree, locked away in your emerald dream. And you are going to take me there.
I will never betray my kin.
Let me be clear. I will kill every dragon who stands between me and the power in that great tree's heart. You can save them. Just let me in.
Calm yourself, brother. We are meant to break the Titan's iron grip on this world, not steal their children's future, as they did ours.
I was just offering this whelp a chance to serve our cause.
Sure.
And spare his people a gruesome, yet delightful massacre.
Farak!
Why do you have to get angry?
Brother, remember what we are fighting for.
I think you forgot.
So be it. I'll find another way into their precious dream. And then the power that grows within
Be all mine.
will be ours.
Okay.
Thank you.
She's not on your side. She's just not as sadistic as he is.
Fury Incarnate. Good name.
Mm-hmm.
I know what your flight is hiding, and you are going to take me there. Just let me in.
Remember what we are fighting for.
The burning might of our new allies.
What have you done to this creature?
Imbued it with the living flame. The very flame we will infuse into the heart of their precious world tree.
Iridicron entrusted us to deny the aspects their prize, not twist it into some vile abomination.
Iridicron isn't here anymore.
So Farak thinks he's in charge.
He is the one who set me free, who begged me to drink deep of the shadow flame. He knew what was necessary to win this war.
We took up arms together to free the world from the Titans' meddling. That is the war I fight. That is the victory I seek.
We cannot achieve victory with our hands bound by your ideals!
Indeed. Then our course is set. I will speak with your Dragon Queen.
Then speak.
Come to fight alongside her now?
No doubt you are aware of what my brother is after.
Every gateway to the Emerald Dream has been secured and is well defended.
It is not a gate he seeks. With the Druids of the Flame at his side, Farak will tear his way into that realm and march his forces upon the World Tree.
His forces? They will fail. This World Tree will not be burned.
Burn it? He comes to claim it. To twist its pure heart into a mirror of what his own has become. Cruel, blazing with insatiable malice, and wreathed in shadow. I cannot stand with him.
Good.
He is my brother no more.
Fear enough.
Do what you will with this knowledge. Farewell, Alexstrasza.
Okay, so you can't fight your brother, but...
Stand with us.
Why would I do that?
Because you are a protector of this world, and you do not want to see it burn.
Please, hear me now. I failed you before. I failed our people. Yes, you did.
I will not fail them again. Stand with us, Viranoth, for all dragonkind.
Stop! We have come only to help our friend!
Maritos the traitor? Then you will share his fate!
Stand down! They are your allies, not traitors.
Winglord Desran! You have returned to lead us, to carry on Sakura's legacy!
No. That path led us to ruin. We must bridge the divide between us.
There you go.
The sundered flame must become the ebon scales once more. I relinquish my command to Scale Commander Emberthal.
Winglord, please, stay with us.
I cannot. My crimes demand exile.
With all due respect, sir, these soldiers need you.
They respect you, they look up to you.
We can unite our people, Desran. I would be honored if you served as my Winglord.
well. Reporting for duty, Skilled Commander Emberthal.
It was one thing to like come down and be like, yeah, we all need to unite. Except for me, I'm gonna get out of here. Like, I can't be a part of this. And like, I get it. Like you say, he wanted to do it for noble reasons because he thought his crimes demanded exile. But it's like, yeah, but like, if like the people that you have your respect, like if you really want them to unite, then you're gonna have to stay there and make sure that it happens. So I'm glad that he decided to stay.
Yeah, I mean, you applaud him for wanting to live out his sentence.
Yeah,
but it's like if you can do more good, isn't that the better option?
Yeah, for sure.
I loved seeing Wrathion and Sibelian. Am I saying that right?
I think so. As far as I know.
Yeah, our pronunciation's never been our strong suit. The bond between them in this one and their ability to actually pay each other a compliment, which is very rare. It was just nice to see them allied and on the same team without contention, because it feels like there's usually a degree of competitiveness or tension between those two.
Yeah, and it was a good lesson that like those who seek power usually shouldn't be the ones that have it.
Yep.
Or are given it. So like, Wrathion and Sibelian were like vying to be the leaders, and like that that was making them at odds with each other. And so they kind of like both ended up realizing that. And like I love that they actually paid each other compliments there towards the end, as they became brothers. And then Abyssian was the one that wasn't, like he was always the level-headed one to begin with. And he wasn't seeking power. He didn't want to be in control. So it's like, okay, then you should be in charge because you do have like a good diplomacy about you and always seem to know the right thing to do. And you don't want to like, bark orders at people and have people serve you. And so it's like, you want to be in service of other people. And that's why you should be a leader.
Better to feel it as burdensome and sort of like for a biblical reference, but the cross you must bear to be in power than to be like, oh yeah, I'm in power. Look at all the stuff I can do. Because the latter is never good.
Yeah, because and that's what in politics, they're supposed to be like, public servants, they at least, in our democracy or republic or whatever, like, we vote them in. They're supposed to be like, representatives of the people.
They're supposed to work for us.
Yeah, work for us. But in more sense, it's like people choose those positions to seek power and,
enrich themselves.
Yeah, and enrich themselves more often than not. Not everybody, but more often than not. And so, yeah, it's just, it's nice to see that not in the world of Warcraft.
Yeah, we should all go live in Dragonflight.
Yeah. And then Alexstrasza getting, forgot her name, again with the V, or blue.
Yeah.
Or blue icicle dragon friend. I'm glad that she saw what was going on and that her brother had gone too far and that like the quest that she was on was no longer aligned. I guess she realized that was never what anyone else really wanted. And so I'm excited to see her team up with Alexstrasza.
Yeah. And they have quite the history there too. So to see her be able to set that aside to then go with Alexstrasza at the end there was pretty big.
Yeah.
And yeah, I look forward to seeing round 2 between her and her brother.
Yeah.
He definitely seemed to have the advantage this time around, but also that was because she was definitely holding back. She didn't want to fight her brother.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to be that way next time.
Nope. Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you're watching with us either on Patreon or in our YouTube membership, then we're going to continue this next week. Otherwise, we're just going to do a costume change and go into the next part.
Yep.
Greetings, my most loyal ally.
Sylvanas!
Yeah.
I speak to you now from beyond the veil of death. Here, in this place of eternal darkness. My work, my penance, continues.
In the Maw.
Though the Maw is an unlikely place for one to find peace.
Yeah.
Each soul I rescue helps mine feel a little more whole.
Good.
As I ponder my deeds since being raised into undeath, I have many regrets.
I bet you do.
Things said and choices made that I wish could be taken back. But there is one thing for which I will always be proud. Helping the Forsaken find their place in a world that shunned them. My time to lead may be over, but I will always stand with you against those who would cast you out and call you monsters. Under the leadership of the Desolate Council, a new group of voices has arisen to represent all Forsaken. Stand proud in the Horde. Know that all of you were so much more than arrows in my quiver. As much as the family I was born into, you will always be my people. And one day, I do hope to walk among you once again.
You will.
I must go.
Too good of a
There
character.
are
just
many more souls
totally
yet to be freed. Among them, one that is most dear to me. Shorella Ran, my friend.
At least we got a little bit of her.
Yeah.
Within this hall, we shared ceremonies, celebrations, and tragedy. I loved my family, and on one fateful day, I lost them all. Now I am all that remains of the once proud Menethil line. The last heir to a legacy that ended in shame.
So you ran away from the pain. I did too. But it was only when I stopped running that I understood. Those people out there, they're my family now.
But will they ever truly accept me? Bearing a name, forever stained by a brother's sins.
You're not your brother.
Just as these flagstones are stained by my father's blood.
We are all the same here, Kalia. Seeking our place, despite everything we've lost. But it's a long road. And we will need your help.
Then let us find our place together.
As Forsaken.
In the wake of the Fourth War, the Forsaken have begun to rebuild in Tirisfal Glades. Lordaeron is a land fraught with memories and pain. I'm not certain what sort of welcome I'll receive, but I ask that you meet me there.
What have we here? The Menethil Princess. Don't you mean what are we going to do about her? She did it and survived.
No more Banshee Queen. The Forsaken have many different points of view, and we should be led by a council, not a single ruler.
That's smart.
My fellow Dark Rangers and I are with you.
Are we really going to trust a Menethil on the council?
But I have no desire for a throne. My place is here among you, and I vow to serve all our people.
I take you at your word, Lady Menethil. And we, the apothecaries, will help shape our brighter future.
For Lordaeron.
Then it's settled.
I was too focused on this cool ass
We are
armor.
the Desolate Council. We are the Forsaken.
When we Dark Fallen Elves were raised into undeath, Silvermoon shunned us. All that we knew, all that we loved, had been lost. In time, we found a place here within the ruins of Lordaeron. But after it was blighted in the war, we feared we had lost this home too. Today, we not only reclaimed our legacy, we began a new path forward. And for aiding our cause, we owe you a great debt. Together with all the Forsaken, we will build a future here. You will always be welcome among the Dark Rangers, friend. Hadiel Shala. Farewell.
This is a problem. The Scarlet Crusaders overrun parts of Silverpine Forest and made a base on Fenris Isle. We don't have the numbers to dislodge them outright. But we have to drive them out of our lands and protect our home. There is no other option. We fight.
And I will collect Kalia and the Banshees for support. We will meet you at the Sepulchre soon.
What would you ask of death?
Even our allies are fearful of our use of these mixtures.
It is very necessary, my dear. This recipe spreads best by detonation.
Oh, yeah.
It's just fun.
Master Apothecary, are you sure this concoction will not harm our own?
Science is never perfectly safe, but it won't harm us.
Once you have taken the lieutenant's armor, you will be able to move unopposed through their encampment.
And remember, even the Scarlet recruits are dangerous. We cannot let them reinforce the others and get stronger.
I like the witch back there.
What?
Yeah, he's cool.
What have I become?
There's a couple of them, but...
Well, that...
Oh, there's even more now.
That brings back memories.
One in the purple
We
and the
all
black.
have pieces of our past that
purple's my
shame
favorite.
us, Lillian. But we are working toward
Joker
a
colors.
better future together.
Together.
One of the black and white one
Could
could be
we
Harley
hurry
Quinn.
it along? I can't wait to deploy this improved formula.
You should get moving. When you've weakened the Scarlet defenses, find me on Fenris Isle, and we will bring in the rest of our forces.
They got tons of wishes now.
Yeah. Banshees, whatever the hell they are.
The pieces of my past. It's like they're standing in front of me again, trying to scare me. But now, they should fear me.
Do you not see that the world would be better off without the Forsaken in it? Monsters! Die in the light!
We will survive!
Is that all there is?
It is done. We've retaken the Isle. Let's regroup downstairs and get back to the capital.
It's a cool ass weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So those are some freaking ogres. And cool ass armor.
Not only helped us reclaim our home
Forsaken's
after
badass.
the plague, but you defended it when
That's
it
what I
was
wanna play
under
as.
threat. You represent what it means to be Forsaken, to take care of our own with our unique ingredients.
I like that line.
Our strength.
Our determination.
Our cunning.
Our hope.
And together, we will endure as the Forsaken.
What is this? What are you doing, my son?
Succeeding you, father.
Just keep me playing this.
That's such a powerful image. The crown
Yeah,
stained
yeah.
in blood.
My own death came at the hands of Arthas, when he and his armies sacked my homeland, Quel'Thalas, and murdered my people.
such a cool image.
In his vast cruelty, Arthas severed my spirit from my body and raised me as a banshee to serve in his scourged army. A similar fate befell all that would die to the scourge war machine. In death, they were reborn as mindless undead, but Arthas was not invincible. With each passing day, his power waned, his grip over the will of the damned loosening. It was when Arthas was at his weakest that I struck. And though the hour of his atonement had come, the worm managed to escape his fate, returning to the frozen wastes of Northrend. With Arthas gone, so too was the control he held over the undead masses of Lordaeron. After recovering my body, I freed the remaining scourge that were left behind. From the cruelty and mercilessness of Arthas, the man who would be Lich King, the Forsaken were born. Our goal, our sole purpose, was to destroy the Lich King. We threw our lot in with the Horde and began our journey towards redemption. Now, the Lich King is dead, and we have returned. The people who called this land their home in life do so in death as well. But the Alliance does not recognize our rights. They claim this land as their own while attempting to invalidate the claims of the founders of this kingdom. I will never allow it. Never! Lordaeron belongs to the Forsaken, always and forever.
She looks cool. Those like ice blue / silver / diamond eyes. Very cool.
All that pacing is making me nervous, brother.
Nari, I do not know if I am ready for this.
You're the one always telling me to be strong in the face of adversity, Lysander. I don't have time to sit here and reassure you.
I wasn't asking for... I'll be fine.
Let's go. Meet us in Bellwood, champion. We will be waiting for you there.
Another lost. When we've lost so many already.
Did she fall like the others?
Yes, the trail leads to here. The Moonwell nearby has been tainted by a foul corruption. Arconarin, champion, I'll need your assistance to clear the area.
This is it? Where Mother slept? I thought it would be,
Nicer?
Nicer? There's a reason she and Father wouldn't let you come here, brother. This place was already far gone by the time you were born. Like everything else, I suppose.
Nari, don't. We can fix this. This place reeks of foul magic. Like it has been overrun.
This place is riddled with satyr. You need not meddle with the arcane to see it. Simply open your eyes and look. Arconarin, bring your mage and come with me. Meet us at the entrance to Shadowhold after you've finished here, champion.
Of course, Warden.
Right behind you, my, Warden.
Stay close and be silent. I will shroud us from their eyes. Arconarin, mage, stay with our champion.
As you command, Warden.
Are you all right, Nari?
Yes. I remember this place well.
I'm sorry it's been spoiled for you. Mother loved it here, didn't she?
It's not... It's fine, Lysander. Let's just go.
Is this where they held you?
Yes. Over there. In those cages.
Wait, Nari, this is where you were captured? I didn't know. We never should have come back here.
I have felt the walls of confinement close in as well, Arconaran. But you are free now. Your path is your own. That it led you to the Wardens is a boon to the Kaldori, and to me.
Thank you, Warden. That means a lot.
Nari, I'm sorry. Why didn't you tell me what this place really was?
Because I do not need you worrying over me. Come on.
Warden, do you have any siblings?
Have you not heard of Jared Shadowsong?
My apologies. History was never my strongest subject.
Yeah, me too.
Do not apologize. There were many days where I suspect he would have appreciated being forgotten. He was not as outspoken as you, nor was he keen to lead, but lead us he did. To victory. Long ago.
What's this? The vaunted Wardens have paid me a visit. And the illustrious Knight of Shadowsong herself. I am honored. I suppose you and these champions have come to stop me.
Just figure out what you're doing.
Yeah. It also looks like he's got like going like this. Like
Yeah.
Such a pity I could not turn Kalesa before my minions killed her. But that is all you're kind of good for, is it not? Dropping like flies.
And I'm really curious where this green line is coming from, because the other one's going into the portal. Like,
you know it as well. I can hear it in your voice. Champion, Arconaran and I will find Lord Helneroth. Take Lysander with you. Put an end to the demon's minions. Meet with us after you have finished.
I am sorry, my friend. I did not realize what this place really was. Long ago, these were barrow dens. My mother used to rest here when she was called to the Emerald Dream. That must be why my sister came here with her friend Trey. To fix this place for my mother and our family. I can disrupt this portal, but it will require concentration. Please, defend me while I shut it down.
I'll start the timer.
My parents told me she was captured, but they were certain she'd return home. And she did. But the sparkle left her eyes. I knew there were things they didn't tell me. Things she didn't tell me. I may be young, but I have tasted grief. You have too. I can tell. Sometimes, I feel like that's all Nari thinks we are worth. Mourning. We are more than that. My face bears the scars of our tragedies, but I am not broken. None of us are. We need each other, now more than ever. I hope I can show her that. In time. I know you see it too. That's why you're here, isn't it? For yourself, and for all of us.
Lysander, no!
Ooh.
Everyone, to the portal! Quickly!
Lysander, are you...
Look! The moonwell!
It is done. When Tyrande decreed that arcane practitioners would return to our numbers, I vehemently protested.
You had every right to be wary, Warden.
Yet today, I have witnessed who you truly are. A strong, resilient defender of the Kaldori. Should you wish it, your face will bear the mark of Protector.
I thought men were not permitted such...
Even sacred traditions should evolve, as should the Kaldori. Come, Lysander.
Go on.
She was gonna cup something.
Oh.
Let the waters cleanse your spirit, as we have cleansed the well. Lotus petals bloom, granting color to your mark, just as your purpose blooms within you. A needle of briarthorn to bear the ink to skin, just as you bear the charge you carry. Bruiseweed to numb the pain.
I do not need it.
The world gifts us with means to move beyond this pain. You prove nothing by choosing.
We seem sorry, but now it makes
it.
more sense being in context.
I understand, Warden.
Maiev. It is done. Rise, Lysander.
Mother and father would be proud. As am I.
Thank you, Nari. Let's head back to Stormwind.
Champion, despite all we have been through, your devotion to your people has never wavered. You carry the honor of the goddess with you, and you should carry the name as well. Amashan. May Elune guide you, and may your path continue to inspire us all.
My brother believed he could control me. This rage inside my heart.
That's foolish.
My sister believed she could tame me. My fury will not be sated. The aspects believed they could imprison me. But my hatred cannot be contained.
He's a good villain.
They know what is coming. That the unyielding flame draws closer, ever closer. Even now, they cling to one another in the dark, lost in their dream. Deceived by those who squandered our birthright. Betrayers. All of them. So it falls to me to make them pay.
Okay. Tearing the fabric in dimensions. Oh yeah, the tree.
Has just begun.
Oh. No, the tree's gonna burn.
Believed they could imprison me, but my hatred cannot be contained.
All of Azeroth stands united. We cannot allow the World Tree to fall to him.
opened the dreamways for you. Tread carefully. If Farak reaches the heart of Emir Drasil, all of Azeroth shall burn.
Farak must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Their suffering has just begun.
Azeroth has answered us.
Defenders of the dream!
Fight to save our world!
Seeing everyone come together give me chills.
Fury will not be sated.
Made me think of Endgame. Is this everyone?
I agree.
Just freezing your ass. Okay. You're in high school now.
Of the storm. You are true dragons, not constructs beholden to an unworthy keeper. You are free to choose your own path. If you wish it, there is a home for you on the Dragon Isles. Join your king and claim your birthright.
What the? That had on a good side.
Behold, Emir Drasil, a new world tree, soon to bloom and be born into Azeroth. The very embodiment of the cycle of life, its boughs infused with the souls of the Kaldorei. Until the tree crosses over into our world, we must defend this symbol of hope from... No! We must save them!
I knew you would come.
Chasing fire like glittering moths. How I have longed for you to witness it, Alexstrasza. This world tree, the heart of its great power, filled with shadow and flame. But now that you and your champions have gathered, why wait? I should just end you now!
The defeat of this treacherous queen would be a glorious battle.
But the plan, Farak.
Remember your brilliant plan to humble, humiliate, and break them? Open the way to the temple.
Who's this weenie?
Then the tree will be yours.
Yes. And once I take what is mine, my foes will perish in flames.
Behold, I bless you with the embers of Ragnaros. We must ensure Farak makes way for the new Fire Lord. A crown of flame will reign over Azeroth. You all have seen the destruction caused by Tyrantha.
She refused to join us in the restoration of our people's immortality.
These lies poison my people against me.
She would bring a tree of death into the world, condemning the Kaldorei to the Shadowlands.
Traitors! Apostates! This madness ends here!
Get him.
Yeah, Tyrandy.
Galak, you have returned from your hunt.
I trust the weapons I supplied you were effective.
That was unnecessary.
Good. Now go. Take the eye. But bring me any prisoners you capture. Virak may want them for more testing.
It will be done. Cowardly beasts! To the eye! Obey your master!
Stand down, Gallox. We have won.
Not while I yet live.
Okay.
We will suffer your evil no longer.
The Turretin will be your doom. We are constant as the...
Nice.
Yep. He said as long as you live, so. Bye.
The bloom begins. Yggdrasil draws power from the wellspring. It is weakening the barrier. Virak will break through before the bloom is complete.
We have not the strength to face Virak alone. And our allies are unable to enter the dream. Something blocks their path.
We cannot wait for reinforcements. Virak must be stopped, no matter the cost.
We waste precious time. Dreamrender could cleave this barrier in an instant.
Is this simple task too much for you? Once the wellspring is filled with flames, my flames, it will set the entire realm ablaze. Then, through that tree, all Azeroth will burn. Yet you would have me squander my power to make up for your failures.
I only thought... Forgive me. We will bring this barrier down.
No, you will not.
I will. Oh! Okay.
He's clearly not open to feedback.
Yep. I'm okay with that. I can't watch for that guy anyways.
Well done, champion. Now we must...
Straza.
No. Rock with the shadow flame.
It seems your reign is finished, Alexstrasza.
You once fought for an ideal, Virak. Now, you merely seek power.
Yes. And you are in my way.
Yggdrasil will never be yours. Your obsession will destroy you.
Oh, this is your end, Alexstrasza. The Dragon Queen dies alone.
No, she doesn't.
I am not alone.
Exactly. There we go. Here we go. Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
not see?
Now I got the in-game vibes.
See?
All of Azeroth stands united against you.
Hell yeah.
It is time to end this.
It's time to end you.
You will all die together.
So.
Defenders of the dream.
Defenders of the
Do
dream.
not let him escape.
That's right.
Alexstrasza.
Amir Drasil will fall to flame.
Oh, this was the dude. I thought he died. That was the other guy. The other guy died. I just didn't know who he was.
Yeah, but he was on the wrong side, so it's
Yeah.
fine not to like him. Ooh.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right, he's got tricks.
Yeah, that's not nothing.
Are they getting power ups? What's happening?
I'll die.
No idea.
Sweet.
Alexstrasza is so pretty.
I know.
How can this be? Our spectral powers have returned?
This is not the Titan's magic.
This is of our world, yet unlike anything I have known. Amir Drasil has left the dream. And while the aspects once gave their blessing to the world trees, this time
Azeroth blessed us.
Aww.
I felt her presence. It was beautiful.
Now I understand. I thought to survive, we needed to reclaim our aspectral powers. But they were never ours to take.
It was about coming together as a family.
And so we did.
Perhaps as we were always meant to.
Warm fuzzies.
All of us. When the Titans granted us power, it divided dragonkind.
But in uniting for a cause greater than ourselves, Azeroth's gift has made us, at last, truly whole.
We will use these lessons, old and new, to protect our world as her aspects.
Nice.
Oh, what a great note to end it on.
Ended it on the warm fuzzy. Yay!
Yeah. I mean, you just feel good. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, definitely feel good. Although I did not see Farak die. I mean, like he got he ran away and everything like that. But I want to see him get defeated. Although they got like all their aspects powers there, they clearly had protected the tree. But if Farak did die and we didn't get to see, I'd be disappointed. But so if he's still out there, then man, he's got to get it.
Yeah, but I'm far less confident in any chance of success.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I really thought he was going to succeed in the first place, but like after seeing that, you're just like, yeah, no, he's done.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's still alive, then he just doesn't know it yet.
I do like his design though of his horns. I think that is very, very cool. It's like whether he's in his dragon form or like his I don't know, his other
sort of human form.
Yeah, exactly. Whether he's on 4 legs or 2 legs. It looks cool either way.
Yeah, for sure. I love the image of them all getting their spectral powers back. I love the message of that. I thought that was just that whole thing at the end was beautiful.
It was nice.
And I loved the setup of, Alexstrasza being brave, putting yourself out there, putting yourself on the line to lure him in, to then have everyone show up like that. That was, you said it brilliantly with the endgame vibes, because it definitely was. Yeah,
it was a nice feel-good episode. And I liked seeing Sylvanas and checking in on their Forsaken and getting more into their story and what they're fighting for and what's important to them. Like I said, I think if I played World of Warcraft, I think that'd be the faction that I'd choose or whatever.
Yeah, The Forsaken just had a very cool presentation in this.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved what the one leader said sort of like towards the end of that aspect of this episode, which was how they were going to, I can't remember what word specifically she used. I almost want to say like overcome, and that wasn't
Mm-hmm.
it. But like basically how we're going to overcome with our own unique ways.
Yeah.
And I just thought like, oh, what a great way of saying that, which of course now I can't remember. But however they said it, that just really struck a chord with me, because I was like, that's just great advice for life in general, to recognize that like anything that you want to do or that you set your mind to or that you can do, like you bring your own unique skills to it, your own unique recipe, your own unique whatever. And that's always a good reminder, because I think often society wants us to fit into things and fit into boxes.
Yeah, for sure.
But we all bring our unique recipe to anything. And no two are like, no matter what, we all have different experiences. And I thought that was great.
Yeah.
I'm glad the tree didn't burn. We were worried about it.
Yes.
And it was a kind of close call. So, so I was happy to see that didn't happen again.
It's true. Yeah, that would have been a bit unfortunate.
Really depressing.
Yes. Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you're watching with us on Patreon, we're going to continue this next week. It's our last part for this journey. Not just for World of Warcraft. We're going to continue with World of Warcraft. Other stuff we got to check out. But for Dragonflight, at least, it's the last part.
My friends, I am leaving on a journey. One that may keep me away for some time. Before I depart, I have something I wish to leave in your care. To symbolize our bond, I present you with this scale forged of purest silver.
Thanks.
A thoughtful gift. Though its enchantments obscure my vision as to its true nature.
Exactly.
Perceptive as always, timeless one. But do not be troubled. You know my fondness for mysteries.
Okay.
I suspect that this scale has a deeper meaning. That you are leaving it with us because your journey will place you in grave peril.
Tell us what danger lies ahead of you, Tyr. We would gladly face it at your
I must do this on my own.
Where I go, you cannot follow. There is sacred knowledge that can only be safeguarded by myself and my fellow keepers. Your place is here. You must prepare your flights for the great destiny that lies before them. I am sorry, my friends. I wish I had more time with you. But I must go.
It's okay.
Remember, the
Send us a postcard.
scale will reveal its value in a time of need. Be well.
There is much about our history that I do not know. I can feel the scale still pulsing with magic. Whatever Tyr left for us is powerful indeed.
Plentiful. Though the bronze flight is able to experience all points in time, we occasionally forget that it can be pleasant to linger on certain moments. I do miss him.
Cheer. He's back, yay.
You are broken, Tyr. You have failed, and your Freikorps will perish. Corruption will claim you all. Even precious aspects.
What is going on?
It's tragic.
Yeah. Okay.
Perhaps you will be proved right that mortals are weak and destined to fall into darkness. Yet the courage of the aspects and the promise of the mortals fills me with hope. Hope that they will carry on the Titan's legacy. So, if by the destruction of this body, you are purged from this world, so be it.
Okay. See ya.
Talthis, Nolaki, Hedwin, Valune, come forward. I am proud to stand with you this day, and proud that you have come to embody the spirit of Tyr's legacy. Order, sacrifice, justice, and compassion. As captain of the Tyr's Guard, I welcome you to our ranks. May the light bless our mission. For Tyr! For Tyr!
Valune, what are you doing?
Elisand, please. We need that disc to restore the memories of our friend, Keeper Tyr.
His mind holds many secrets that could aid my cause.
I know you want what's best for your people, but the world needs Tyr's compassion and valor once again.
No.
So be it.
Okay.
I have gleaned the knowledge I need to depart this time way and keep Suramar safe. The disc is yours.
Thanks. Don't know who you are, but thank you.
You let Elisand go?
I believe that is what Tyr would have done.
You did the right thing, Valene. She wanted to help her people. We were the ones attacking her.
You have all done
facts.
well. We have accomplished our mission. Now, we will forge the future of the Tyr's Guard. Let's return with the disc, champion. I believe Tyr has waited long enough.
The slow walk. Yay, Chromie!
Work is he.
Feel great. I'm stiff. Like a Tin Man.
Welcome back, old friend.
Long have I slumbered.
A bit.
Much too long.
You have not changed, Alexstrasza.
We moisturize every day.
But what of the other aspects?
Yeah, about that.
Time has not been kind to all of us. But new aspects have risen to take their place.
Then, you have suffered in my absence. Is that why you have reforged me?
Kind of.
At first, yes. But you join us now in a time of peace and friendship. If it were not for our new ally, Captain Trevard, and the Tyr's Guard, we may have lost you forever.
We, the Tyr's Guard, have followed your example for centuries. We would be honored if you would stay and speak to us at our headquarters.
Come, Tyr. There is so much we all have to tell you.
That dragon just changed color.
I missed it.
It was red. Now it's bright green.
Until we meet again. May Tyr guide you.
That probably means something. Now it's changing colors again!
See?
Tyr, do you notice the color changing dragon?
I mean, it really is the whole scene. It's the color changing dragon. Like, you're cool too, Tyr, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You don't change colors.
Children of the stars, it has been a long journey to this moment. Our people have fought, suffered, and sacrificed so much. And yet here, in the shade of Yggdrasil's young boughs, we may at last begin to heal. Unto the souls who now watch over this sacred place, we offer our blessings. Symbols of dedication, strength, and love. Unto this moonwell, we offer this precious vial, the last water saved from the temple of Darnassus. May they bathe Yggdrasil in Elune's radiance and bestow her blessings upon this place, Bel Amen.
Beautiful.
The arms of the goddess.
Makes me think of Rivendell.
May the Kaldorei finally know peace. Elune Adore.
Yep. That's where I went on vacation. World of Warcraft. Azeroth.
Screw it, I think I'd live there.
Jaina.
Calic! I'm
Hey, Jaina, where you been?
Reached out sooner.
Not to worry. You've been more than a little busy. Reuniting your family and serving Koltiris as Lord Admiral.
What about you? You have your aspectral powers again. And you brought the blues home, Calic. I know how much that meant to you.
I think we both needed to make a journey, just not together.
And that's all right.
It is.
Awkward.
Do you have some time? I'd like you to meet some friends of mine. But I must warn you, they'll probably insist that you try their soup. And they like to use eel guts.
Thanks for the heads up.
Remember? I grew up on eel liver soup. It sounds wonderful.
The world I have returned to bears little resemblance to the one I left, Coronos. Empires have risen and fallen. The old gods are no more. The Dragon Isles have slumbered and awakened. Old friends have died, some of them ignobly. And the ones who remain do not seem to have need of me.
Say this part is officially lame.
The aspects regained their powers without my aid, or the Titan's intervention. Our circumstances are similar, Keeper Tyr. We were made to serve. I, too, have fulfilled my purpose. But this new world is vast and wondrous. Perhaps it will be enough for us to just observe and help safeguard it. I have much to ponder.
Do you ever think back to the time before the Sundering, Alexstrasza? When the world was whole?
Sound like now when elves and dragons lived and fought side by side.
But
we faltered from within, the world itself was rent asunder.
And yet we endured. But I like her voice. Why is your voice up there?
Thousands of years and unspeakable tragedies, the well of eternity. The Legion at Nordrassil.
Who's just running in the background?
Yet this precious tree, a Mirdrassil, has brought us together. And when I look upon the faces of those who have risen to its aid, both old and new, I see something returning that we had lost.
Yes. Hope.
Unity. Though there is much work to be done.
There always is.
I know we have the strength to face anything if we face it together.
Yeah.
We're halfway there.
And set the world. Well, old friend, it felt good to share a cause and fight side by side once more.
Yes, it did. Like on Mount Haijal all those years ago.
But thank the light, this world tree did not fall.
Jaina, when a Mirdrassil took root on Azeroth, for a moment it was as if... like there was...
a voice? I heard it too.
Ah, good. I didn't imagine it.
So beautiful. Like a song. It seemed to be calling out to me.
Could it be the voice of the World Tree?
I don't think so. It sounded far more ancient. I'm not sure how I know that. It's just a feeling.
If we both heard it, felt it, maybe others did too.
Perhaps. But let's leave that investigation for another day. Tonight, we celebrate our victory.
All of us. Together.
Together.
Party time!
Hello, champion. I trust you are enjoying this well-deserved moment of celebration.
Of course.
It was heartening to see members of the Alliance and Horde fighting side by side for a shared cause. After the dark days of the Fourth War, I feared it would never happen again. Yet even as we relish the victory over Thurrock and welcome the birth of a new world tree, members of the Kirin Tor have brought me troubling reports. Something
Peace out.
In the shadows. An ancient enemy stirs, incited by some harbinger with whom Aritacron has dark dealings.
Oh yeah, Aritacron.
How these
So gotta do
forces
that,
are
dude.
connected and what they're after, I cannot say. But I've spoken with an old friend who's going to investigate.
Okay.
If what I suspect is truly coming to pass, Azeroth will soon need you to defend her once again. Enough of my rumination. Please, return to the gathering. And let Kalos know he doesn't need to worry about me.
Death spares no one.
Yay, hug it out.
I am so grateful we had this time together.
My beloved friends. With the aid of those gathered here, a Mirdrassil blossoms all around us. Do you remember when you first held its seed in your arms, Tyrande? Of course. I cradled it as I would a child and promised the souls within to honor their sacrifice. And I swore to you I would do everything in my power to protect it. We have both kept our vows.
Nice.
It is time I return to Ardenweald to restore the balance and repay a debt to an old friend.
Mother, I thought you came back to ensure that I would.
My precious child, you are strong, compassionate, and wise. And you have become the leader I knew you would. You did not need me to guide you.
Mother, I will always need you.
You can come visit me anytime. Like the dream world.
I shall not be so proud of you. My heart. Remember, all time is borrowed. And in this, there is beauty. All is well.
You're thinking of Liam again, aren't you?
You always could see right through me.
You never really healed after you lost him. After you lost Gilneas.
Tess,
I see you, Father. Always hiding from your pain. It's why you built that wall in the first place. And why you took Anduin under your wing. But I have always been here. For you. Even if you've never noticed.
I know. And I'm sorry. The world is changing, Tess. And as much as I try, I find it hard to change with it. But you have proven yourself 1,000 times over, my girl. And this kingdom now belongs to you.
Father,
You have always been what makes Gilneas truly special to me. And I should have told you that. Every day.
But I'm a dad, so I can't.
I wish I could take your pain away.
Only time will do that, my dear. But we have time now. Thanks to you.
With honor, my dear friends. So much has happened since we awoke in our creches.
For you, most of all, I think.
I am at peace.
After everything you endured, Emberthal, are you...
I will ever remember the names of those who were lost. But I have found new purpose in leading the Ebon Scales. And what about each of you?
At first, I was skeptical whether we Drakthea would be a good fit for the Horde. But I have grown fond of them. And they of us. My favorites are the Volpera. Feisty little squirrels. Or whatever they are.
Likewise, the Alliance has formally offered us a place in its ranks. Its members are brave and noble, worthy of our allegiance. I believe Lord Commander Turalyon has come to admire our discipline. He appreciates skilled soldiers.
When we emerged into this new age, we did not know who we could trust. Now we have many allies, both in the mortal kingdoms and among the dragons.
Including a new Earth Warder who won't lock us away for millennia. Probably.
Assuming you behave yourself, Syndra.
Now what fun would that be?
Come, friends.
That's why you joined the Horde.
There is so much that awaits us. In the Dragon Isles and beyond.
My friend, we have asked you here this day to offer our thanks. When we dragons returned to our homeland, we were a kingdom divided. Old wounds and bitter memories had fractured our unity. but thanks to you and all those who stood with us, we have found our way to a better future. We realized that the mistakes of our past need not define us.
Good lesson to learn.
That we should not fear the unknown. That we could embrace our family while building a new legacy for our flights. A legacy that includes all dragonkind. In
Warm fuzzies.
recognition of everything you have done.
You are now a dragon.
You, champion of the Dragonflights.
Okay, pretty good title.
Mm-hmm. There's that end shot.
There is life, there is hope.
Impeccable timing, champion. Khadgar should be arriving shortly.
My ears are burning, Kellic. To what do I owe the honor?
Bittersweet news, I'm afraid. Khadgar, I have chosen to step down from the Council of Six. My duties as Aspect must take precedence. I'm needed in Valdrakken far more than in Dalaran.
Is that all? Forgive me, but that hardly comes as a surprise. I suspected as much when you asked to speak with me.
So, you do not think ill of me for relinquishing my position?
Perish the thought. Your family comes first, Kellic. I could never fault you for that. Though, I do have a request to make of you. The artifact Aridikron took from the Forbidden Reach, the one he handed over to this mysterious Harbinger. Dalaran's libraries hold precious little information on it. Given Malagos' history with Neltharion,
you hope that I might have better luck scouring the Azure archives. Consider it done, old friend. I will share all the information I can find.
Thank you, Kellic. Strange, isn't it? The Kirin Tor and the aspect of magic working hand in hand.
It's a new age, one we will face together. Us, the Council, and whoever replaces me.
Rest assured we will fill your vacant seat. But no one could ever replace you.
Aww.
Farewell for now, Caligos. Be it here, Dalaran, or Karazhan, I look forward to our next reunion.
I had received a missive from Aridikron. He wished to speak with me, and me alone.
Not to get a trap.
I am here.
It seems your courage has not faltered, despite abandoning our war.
That war is over, Aridikron. It was you who abandoned our cause, who abandoned Farak to his own destruction. All for some trinket Neltharion left behind.
The Dark Heart is no mere trinket.
Oh shit.
Now lies in the Harbinger's hands.
The Void cannot be trusted.
I trust its hunger. You know the Titans infected our world, and I will see them extinguished. The question is, sister,
Whose side are you? Yeah.
I will have no part of this.
He's gonna have to kill you.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna give you a choice.
bond of the incarnates is truly ended. You will not see me again.
Unless on the battlefield.
The Titans face their reckoning. But to you, Viranath, I offer one final warning. Stay out of my way.
Dramatic music builds, fades out.
Rathian, Abyssian mentioned that you will soon depart from the Isles.
I didn't take you as one who engaged in gossip, Sibelian.
Does he speak true?
He does. Iridikron may be lying low, but he still poses a significant threat to Azeroth. I will coordinate the Black Talon's efforts to track him down. Even Iridikron can't evade them forever.
Indeed. I must admit, your agents have impressed me far more than I expected. With rare exception, I never placed much stock in mortals beforehand. You have quite the way with their kind.
I suppose I do. My time in the Dragon Isles was a grand adventure, but not the homecoming I'd hoped for. I've often felt that I share more in common with mortals than with dragons, and feared that I belong among neither. I thought that here, in the land of my ancestors, I'd find something I was lacking, that by becoming an aspect I could prove who and what I truly am. If not to the world, then at least to myself. But I see now that I never had anything to prove. My place is among both mortals and dragons.
There you go.
That is my strength, not my failing.
Well done.
It's who I am. Who I've always been.
Well said. You walk a path I never could, Rathian. Take pride in it. And should that path lead you back to the Dragon Isles, I hope it does feel like a homecoming.
We shall see. Thank you, brother.
They've come a long way.
Keep your eyes sharp and your footsteps silent. Consider it done. I am listening. On your... Such beauty. Such tranquility. More Kaldori settle here every day. After so many years of strife, Belameth offers rest and comfort. This village welcomes all who wish to dwell here. But it shall not be our only home. Hyjal, Val'Sharah, Ashenvale. These are sacred places to us. We shall protect them forevermore. And one day, when life blossoms again upon its ashen shores, we will return to Teldrassil and build anew.
Hey, look who returned. You don't want to like meet her halfway, dude?
Yay.
Shall we begin? Tread care, Father. We have so much to tell you.
As I slumbered within Ardenweald, Ysera let me dream through her eyes. I saw the courage you showed defending Yggdrasil. I am so proud of you both, and of all the heroes of Azeroth who joined together for this cause.
Though we will never forget the past, it is time to look forward. Our people will be pleased to have both of you leading them into that future.
Puppy.
No, my beloved daughter. I think we will tarry here in Belemeth a while. I believe we have earned some time together.
Bad guys, like right behind you guys. Varrock right there.
All they need in you.
He's not allowed to attack them while they're having the heartfelt conversation.
You are a wise leader, Chandras. Within you beats the heart of the Kaldorei people. Trust your instincts. And if you have need of us, you know where we will be.
Thank you for your faith in me, for everything. Now come. I want to show you a spot that would be perfect for our home.
I do hope there is room for a garden.
Yeah, sure there is. It's like whole place is a garden, dude.
It's Shaw. Matthias Shaw.
You're certain it was him?
My agents and Ratchet confirmed it. He was seen buying supplies.
Why Kalimdor? Why wouldn't he return home to Stormwind?
I don't know, but he was traveling south. Must have noticed my people on his tail. He lost them in the Barrens.
South? What could he be after? Send word to Jaina. She'll want to know where he's headed.
You don't want to go after him yourself?
If he's staying away, he must have his reasons. We need to trust him.
Should I inform Lord Commander Turalian?
No. Not until we know more. Let's keep this quiet, Spymaster.
It will be done, King Greymane.
We owe much to the Alliance.
My visions are not the same as the others. No radiance, no song. Just the shadow taunting me from below.
Oh, darn.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Ringing deeps, also nice.
The fate of our world rests upon the edge of a knife. And our battle lies deep within.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Iridicron's still out there. And gonna take on the Titans. So I guess it's gonna begin the next expansion. Or maybe not. Maybe it's another one after that, because it looks like the next one we're getting into more Anduin, or back to Anduin and Sylvanas. Is that who they were talking about at the end there? Because they never mentioned the name, but I imagine they were talking about Anduin. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we've touched on them, so I would quite like to see what's going on with them. I mean, the last time I think that we saw Andor and he was kind of in a dark place.
Yeah.
But I do love that we got to see Jaina.
Yeah, that was nice.
And she came in, I think it was in the last episode when we were having our Avengers moment? I swear she came in there.
She probably was. I didn't spot her, but yeah.
Well, she came in, but like she didn't have a spotlight moment so much as like she did in this episode where she actually has interactions with other characters and is more heavily featured. But she's been a favorite of mine, so I was very pleased that we got to check in with her. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, it was nice getting to check in some of the other characters and the father-daughter moment there with the wolves. That was nice. And kind of the whole fact of, like I can't even imagine like losing a child, at any age and what that could do to you. But it just can consume you, and especially in grief and everything like that. But then you have the child that is there and kind of feeling forgotten, and they dealt with that well in like such like a short amount of time too for characters that like we aren't that as familiar with. But I thought it was just handled really well.
Yeah. Tess is a character I would be curious to learn more about and learn the backstory of that particular family, just because they did such a good job with that moment between them that I go like, ooh, I wanna know more. Like I like these characters. They've done a good job making me care in a very short amount of time. So would be curious to check out more of whatever aspect of World of Warcraft they come into play in.
Yeah, this whole expansion was just basically like just so much about family, just in general. The family you choose and who you sort of like also align yourself with. I mean, like Rathian saying that he is both mortal and dragon. And is someone that was looking for his place as well. Just a lot of people on a journey to search where they belong in life. So that was a nice theme throughout this little expansion. I know, big yawn. So we are not quite done with World of Warcraft. We wanted to check out the Blue Dragons quest. It's some of these we've seen before. But I don't think we saw the end of it. So we're just going to take it all in one video here. It's only 25 minutes. And so we're going to check that out. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Malygos and Sindragosa both suffered violent deaths in their lifetime. The least we can do is put their remaining essences to rest.
Sindragosa, could you aid our friend?
Of course, Grandfather. I remember it well. Whenever you're ready, friend.
Thank you. Sindragosa, Malygos, I am sorry it took us so long to give you this piece. Are these remnants from Malygos and Sindragosa's past?
It would seem so. It appears they were unable to truly depart from this world when they were slain.
I saw many strange phenomena such as this when I laid to rest the blue dragons that made it back here from Neltharion's betrayal.
It was a tragedy that so many were killed, including Sindragosa. Even then, the Lich King allowed her no rest. It pained me to see her raised into undeath.
I could not believe it when word reached my brood of what happened to her. It is a small blessing that she did not linger for long in such a state.
Sindragosa and Malygos both deserved better. I hope now we have given them their proper rest.
I am quite curious to meet this Azuragos after all you have told me about him.
He would have been a boon had he answered our original call for aid.
This is all your fault, isn't it, Kalecgos? It's absolute chaos here, and you just happen to show up to make things worse.
Azuragos, you shall cease this behavior at once. Show respect to your aspect, and inform us of the situation you find yourself in.
Lady Sindragosa?
Old Sindragosa, you're a recluse, stubborn, and prone to cutting ties with any who slight you. But I trust you to aid me in being the aspect the Blue Dragons deserve. I called for your aid in the Azure Span, but you did not answer. I called for you when the Oath Stone was activated, but you ignored me. You may never believe in me, but I need you to believe in your flight and help us find the others who are missing.
We're gonna give this guy more than one chance.
I will do what I can. Now, do you know what is happening here?
Judging by the remnants here, I believe we're still seeing the after effects of putting Sindragosa and Malagos's essences to rest. Senegos mentioned this was an uncommon circumstance, but it appears its effects are more widespread than we thought. Thank you again, Azuragos. Keep me informed of anything you find regarding these memories. I must focus my efforts in finding the other blue dragons.
You will be the first to know of how much of a burden you have pushed onto me.
Azuragos, a word of advice, if you would hear me.
Stop being such a dick all the time.
Lady Sindragosa, I would be honored to hear your words.
I know why you seclude yourself in the Nexus. You look to break the barriers of our realms, to find the one you once loved. To bring one that belongs in another world, to the world of the living.
I had hoped when the gateway to the Shadowlands opened, I would find a way. But all I have are more questions than answers.
What you wish is impossible, Azuragos. If you continue to search for answers alone, your love will turn to bitter hatred, both for the one you care for and for the world that refused to give you the answers you seek. Seek aid in your fellow blue dragons. You may never find your answer, but they will help mend your heart.
Wise words, Sindragosa.
Sindragosa. I shall carry your words with me for the rest of my days.
She's a very eager person.
Yes.
To go.
Now it's my turn to talk to you.
That he intended to seek out Zaragoza himself. If the situation is truly so dire, then I shall accompany you on your way. It would be wise to avoid getting too close until we are apprised of the situation. This portal will take us to the cliffs just beyond Theramore.
I see your intuition was correct, Azuragos. Here comes Kalecgos's mortal now.
This death ward should blunt your blows and allow you to subdue the mages without killing them. Find us near the docks when you are done.
The path of mercy again, Kalecgos. I would have thought your encounter with Razageth would have at last relieved you of that impulse.
Every time Malagos chose to intervene in the affairs of mortals, mages died. And where has that brought us? I will not perpetuate that cycle of destruction any longer.
Good for you.
So, show us then. But do not expect us to clean up your mess if this goes wrong.
Well, you lead our flight, Kalecgos. We will do things your way. Let us hope your peaceable solution does not end buried under the corpses of dragons.
Thank you for your aid, my friend.
Yeah,
cheerful. With your help, we will show them that there is another way.
There you go.
You are soft, Kalecgos. You always have been. These mages are a threat, and should be treated as such.
I must take his kindness for weakness.
The flag of Theramore. These people are grieving. They fear for their lives. I am certain they can be reasoned with.
Quiet your steps, mortal, lest you spook their leader.
The leader of the Sullied Banner is working nearby. Zaragoza tells me that she is quite powerful. I will accompany you to ensure your safety, but...
No, Kalecgos. The mortal must go alone. Our presence will merely exacerbate the situation. She will feel more threatened. We are breaking the cycle, yes?
You make a fair point. Very well. We shall remain here, friend. Please stop their leader before she does something she comes to regret.
Of course.
Master Ronan, Kindy, forgive me.
What? You three should get back to the Isles. I will meet you there. I need to speak with Turi first.
I must admit, Kalecgos, I did not think your plan would work. But you seem to have cleaned things up rather nicely.
No, not yet. There is more work to be done.
Kalecgos. Oh, blast it all. I want to know why you were doing this. Why would you try to recreate something so horrid?
What choice did we have? We had to protect ourselves. I couldn't do a thing to stop the first mana bomb, and because of that, Ronan and Kindy and everyone is gone. You were supposed to protect us. You were supposed to keep things like this from happening, but you didn't. And now our home is gone. We can't ever get it back.
Turi Flickerflame, yes? I remember you. You were one of Ronan's apprentices. You speak the truth. We tried to protect the focusing iris. We tried to protect Theramore and its people. But we failed. Nothing I say can ever bring back the Fallen. There are no words to properly express the regret I feel towards what happened here. But this, we can move forward together, Turi. We can be better than those who came before.
I just miss them so much.
I know. But come, I would hear your thoughts on the future that you want to build for your allies. As one of Ronan's apprentices, I would very much appreciate your insight.
I'm giving all these second chances and gonna bite him in the ass down the road.
Hallie must be close.
Really? There must be something useful in this dratted book. Why title yourself Secrets of Aberrations if all you present is common knowledge? Ugh! Sindragosa.
My.
It can't be. Are you an illusion?
Indeed. I am but a simulacrum. I am here to ask about your return to the Dragon Isles.
Well, I do intend to answer the call. However, as you can see, I have much unfinished business here in Winterspring. Seems you already know who I am, though we have never met.
Since my awakening, I've spent much time learning the current state of affairs in regards to my flight. Many paths led to Winterspring. Change has befallen this area several times over. Yet you remain its constant.
This was once a home for many blue dragons, including myself. I would like to believe it still can be, after my work is finished here.
Return to the Azure Archives with us, for at least a small amount of time. I promise, there are several matters of importance to interest you.
I admit, I have been in isolation for some time. Your offer is tempting. Change would be nice. Your visit has
Dragon taking a bath?
I was thinking, I guess this is how they think through stressful problems.
Yeah.
Do it in the bathtub.
Thank you. I will return with you, but know that I will need to decide whether to stay or not, and for how long.
Calic, it's good to see you.
It's been too long.
Hello, and welcome to you, too. I am Kirigosa.
This is my friend.
Oh, I think I know of you. News of your exploits have reached even this humble village. We are honored to have you. I suspect you must have important business here.
I'm sorry, Kiri. I should have come sooner. So, this is where you've chosen to settle.
Yes, I have a daily routine. I know all the villagers. I even have my own house.
A house? I see.
Look around.
Former lovers?
Can you see why I fell in love with Pandaria?
Kind of the vibe I got.
It's beautiful.
Or like, Sage wanted to be, but never at the right time.
Yeah, maybe.
Keep up, Calicos. Let the warm winds take you.
True.
Caligos, your return stirs my heart.
Yeah, there we go.
Memories. The call of the Isles is strong, believe me.
It's true. At the end of the day, you are a blue dragon, Kiri. You belong with us.
And with me.
This place is so unlike home, and yet I have never felt so at home in such a long time. I've remade my family here. If I had a choice, I would never leave them.
Kiri, I apologize. You do have a choice. I shouldn't push you. Why don't we give you some space to think it over?
Oh, thank you for understanding. If you would like some respite, I recommend the Drunken Hosen in town.
Good name.
She spent her entire life dedicated to the Blue Dragonflight.
Gonna get drunk and all mushy.
After loss.
It's okay, dude.
Events I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. Nothing more can be taken from her. We will try to give her the world in the Isles. Cheers, friend. May the blue dragons thrive.
This is difficult for me to say. I cannot return to the Isles. Not now. Not for a while.
Getting drunk in the back.
It is just this place. These people. I've found, for the first time in a long time, I have agency in my own life.
That's important.
You know, you'd love these folk called the Tuskar. I learned a valuable lesson from them recently. Wherever we may be, wherever we may go,
there we are.
Family will always be family.
Oh, so they brother-sister? No.
Thank you.
I think being in the same flight.
Flight is family.
Yeah.
You owe me a lot more. Bruises, give me his scales.
The big spider? Not appreciated spider.
Intact, Baron. It is now my turn to do business.
Better run, goblins, yeah.
That was quite the entrance.
Spider, why
I am old, and therefore have lots of tricks, young one. It seems your business is concluded here. When you return with us, we do need you, Zeros.
First kill the spider.
I suppose I am now in your debt. Let's go. I hope the Isles are as magical as the rumors say.
Log entry 386. The echoes seem docile today. My search for the remaining relic shards continues. With luck, my work will soon reach its end, so long as... Hold on a moment. You are actually alive, are you not? Well, that is certainly a refreshing change.
The blue dragons work best
What the hell
when
just
we
happened
are a
there?
family.
No idea.
When we are united. Together, we...
Caligos, I need aid at the Veiled Ossuary. The memories of Sindragosa and Malygos are destroying this place.
Oh,
I
shit.
see. Friends, I'm sorry to ask you this so suddenly, but it seems we have need of your aid already. I will stay here to monitor the situation with the others and speak to Senegos on a matter concerning his brood.
It should only be a moment of your time, Caligos. Stellagosa, Emagosa, you will want to be here as well.
Of course, Grandfather.
What else
Whatever
is-
you need.
Maybe they want things settled. Didn't they both die very violently?
Like the spirits of Crystal Song Forest, Sindragosa and Malygos are stranded in their final moments of death.
And now, they
sounds awful.
are reliving those final moments of their lives in an endless loop.
Oh.
That sounds like hell.
Yes.
Malygos! You abandoned me! You and your mortal kind! You'll all pay for this!
The mortals are the ones who shall pay for daring to usurp the power of the Blue Dragons. I'll I'll handle Malagos. You take Sindragosa.
This
sure.
beast is what became of me? Twisted by darkness and anger? The pain!
It's the Lich King dragon.
Pain! All must suffer as I did. There must be something left of me in there. I cannot contain it. Please, free me from this eternal torment! I should have stopped Neltharion when I first suspected his motives. I am so sorry it has come to this. I should have.
I cannot give up.
Malagos? Is it truly you?
My treasure. What happened?
I believe I hold the answer to that. Oh, I see.
Groundhog Day vibes.
I know, right?
Dear Caligos. Aspect of the blue dragonflight.
I remember you. I am so sorry, Caligos. My burden should not be yours to bear.
You did not leave a burden. You left a brilliant legacy. One I and our flight will carry onward.
It seems they are in good hands. Together. Always.
Off to Dragon Heaven they go.
You have come so far, my child. My work is done. For now. Thank you, Caligos. Lead them well.
Thank you, my lady, for everything.
Grandfather?
No tears, my dear. A life as full as mine should be celebrated, not mourned. It is up to you to lead the Azure Wing now.
You cannot go. I am not ready.
We rarely are, my dear Starlight. Carry my lessons close to your heart, and I will never be far from you.
Mm-hmm.
We strengthen the bonds of our flight that remain by celebrating those who came before. Senegos, Sindragosa, Malagos. All those we've lost. You are all welcome to stay in the archives for as long as you need. This is our new home.
I suppose it is a bit bigger than the Nexus. The vaults seem to have more knowledge that I haven't recorded yet.
Malagos had a few ideas on how to play the market back in his day.
Let us just
Make sure someone always accompanies Zeros to the Nexus.
Sure, Agos. I shall join you in studying the vaults. I have a few things I am curious about.
I suppose company in my studies would be a change of pace.
Yeah.
I will be here whenever any of you have need of me.
All right, so, I mean, I just like the whole Sindra and Gosa thing just because of the Lich King, and so it's nice getting, I mean, like, it's also bad because, I mean, when you see him resurrect that dragon, you think, oh, this is so badass, especially that cinematic. It was one of the first cinematics that we checked out for World of Warcraft, and it was just so epic. Now you go back to it and it's like, oh yeah, but it's the dragon's like kind of being tortured soul and like twisted dark magic. Makes it a little bit less cool.
I really picked up on the fact between, and I'm terrible with names, but Malygos and then
Kalecgos.
That Malygos is saying, like, I'm so sorry, my burden should not have been yours to bear.
Yeah.
And he's saying it's not a burden, it's a legacy. And that just made me think of, because you hear about so many celebrities who have children who then try to go into the same industry or, various pieces like that, and having to live up to their parents' legacy and what a burden that can be, because
good or bad,
it can open doors and be a remarkable thing to help you, but also it can be a terrible thing, especially if, like, I don't know, if your dad's someone like Michael Jordan is, like, how do you ever live up to that, so I just, it was very interesting to me to hear them talk about that and the very stark points of view that they each brought to what it was that was going on.
Yeah. I am curious what the hell that thing was about, like the guy being like passed out underneath the book, and she's like doing a spell and she's like, oh, you're awake for this? Oh, that makes it a little bit different. Oh, I didn't realize you're alive. I was in a trying to do some necromancy or necrophilia, but I guess okay, if you're awake, that could work for me too. I guess I could do this. And then I just cut away. I didn't know what that was about.
I didn't know either. At first I really thought that she had killed him and was like reading his diary or something.
Please tell me that's exactly what it was.
That's what I thought it was at first. I'm like, oh, cool. So she just knocked that guy out and now she's reading his diary.
Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And this really is the last part of our Dragonflight journey. If you want all of our reactions to World of Warcraft, check out the description of this video for a playlist. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for World of Warcraft Dragonflight, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.